This season and every season, Marathon is proud to fuel you and your team because we're driven together.
Hey Tiger fans, Coach Silverfield here. I want to talk to you about a big challenge off the field. Did you know there are over 88 million pieces of litter on our roadways? TDOT spends more than $23 million a year to pick it up, but they can't do it alone. Join thousands of Tennesseans and be a part of the solution to end littering. Head to NobodyTrashesTennessee.com. Let's show our Memphis pride and prove we're champions at protecting our beautiful.
It's an opportunity for one of these other players to get in and show the coaching staff that they can get it done too. And that's why, it's just like you said, JC, next man up. You have to be prepared. You are prepared. You should be prepared. You've been practicing all week and watching film. Now go out and get it done.
How important is the start to this game today for the confidence, especially this offense this afternoon? What do you think?
We have to start with a sense of urgency. I mean, we have to come out here and take it to Memphis quick. It's one of those situations where if you let your opponent believe that they can stay in the game and play with you, they're going to stay in the game and play with you, and you'll be fighting to the last whistle. So have to make sure you jump on them quick.
Let's get them right now. Let's get the Scott and Wallace keys to success. Bar None's breakdown. Scott and Wallace, the official law firm of Florida State Athletics. Scott and Wallace with offices in Tallahassee. How do we get it done today, Bar None? We need that victory in a bad, bad way. What do you see?
Huge. I mean, in a very bad way. But football is a very simple game, and it boils down to the fundamentals: throwing, catching, running, blocking, tackling. We have to take care of the fundamentals. We have to win the battle of first down. On defense, we've been giving up way too many yards on first down. We have to keep Memphis behind the chains, and D-line has to be disruptive. They haven't been disruptive yet. We have to be disruptive on the offensive, defensive line. And DBs, it's time to earn your keep. Everybody's been talking about how great our defensive secondary is. Now we need to see it happen today. Offensively, it's imperative that we open up some seams for the running back. Offensive line, make sure you protect your quarterback, but we have to open up some lines, some seams for the running back. A successful running game leads to a successful passing attack. And we have to have this one thing, you know, and Coach Cloud used to always say this: you have to go out and play with total disregard for personal safety. And that's the mentality that you have to get this game done today. Go Novell.
I like it. There you have it. Bar None's breakdown. Scott and Wallace, keys to success. The official law firm of Florida State Athletics. And Memphis, Bar None, has a tremendous quarterback in Seth Hennigan. 6'3", senior out of Denton, Texas. He's the only four-year starter at quarterback at the same school all 4 years in all of FBS college football. Welcome to our new era of college football. But his numbers are big time. 11,233 career passing yards, 82 career touchdowns. Memphis record holder in passing yards and completions. This is a guy that a lot of people feel like is NFL caliber today in Seth Hennigan. We got to be ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, this is what has been the Achilles heel of this defense, is having a quarterback, a really good quarterback, and then him being able to get outside the pocket and make plays with his legs. So, you know what? Today it needs to be focused that they need to really crowd the line of scrimmage, make sure we shut down the running game, and force Hennigan to show us how good he is with his arms. That's what we haven't done this entire season. The beginning of the season is force quarterbacks to throw the ball and beat us with their arms. I think we need to do that today.
I like it. He's a heck of a player, to say the least. There's no doubt. And so Seth Hennigan, a guy we'll be talking about. Hopefully this Florida State defense can slow him down, and this Memphis offense, they have scored 20 or more points in 29 straight games, the longest streak in all of FBS college football. All righty, we are almost set, moments away from the Noles making their way out. Osceola and Renegade, the coin toss and the kick. Florida State and Memphis. Stay with us. We've got so much more to come. Don't go anywhere.
This has been the ViStar Countdown to Kickoff, brought to you by ViStar. Do good, bank better. By Coca-Cola. Tackle game day with a great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. By the Florida Department of Transportation. Drive sober or get pulled over. And by Oyster City Brewing Company, the official craft beer of Florida State Athletics. This is the Seminole Sports Network from Legends.
At TOC,
The last couple of days, it poured this morning for about a half hour, from 9 o'clock to about 9:30. How are things feeling? How are things looking down there?
Yeah, it has rained for 3 straight days here in Tallahassee, including when I did the walk from where I parked over to the Truist Tailgate Show. Field is holding up pretty well, though, Jeff. I mean, there's puddles off the field in line with the stands, but I think the field itself is holding up pretty well. You mentioned next man up in regard to Shaheem Brown not being available. It looked to me like KJ Kirkland is going to get that chance. He's a redshirt freshman, and you put him alongside Conrad Hussey, a true sophomore. A lot of youth, talented youth, but young guys back there at the safety spot for Florida State today.
Yeah, and bar none, young guys are going to get thrust into maybe a little bit more action. We've seen those guys. Conrad started last game against Boston College a couple of weeks ago. And KJ Kirkland, Raines High School in Jacksonville. We'd love to see a little more of him today as well.
Yeah, and I think they should be excited about that. A young player getting in and be able to get some playing time. And now you get an opportunity to show the coaches that they can depend on you. And that's what I like about a young guy coming in. They have the opportunity to show the coach that, hey, man, you can put me in the game at any time, and I'm going to make it happen for the team.
All right. As the marching Chiefs have lined up, they are gearing up, getting ready to go to unveil and unleash Mike Norvell and this Florida State football team. Hey, are you tired of sleeping hot? Make your existing mattress cooler with the Chili Pad. Chili Pads circulate chilled water as low as 55 degrees to keep you cool all night. Visit sleep.me/Seminoles, sleep.me/Seminoles, and see why Chili Pad is the official bed cooling partner of Florida State Athletics. And something new today that we're very proud of, courtesy of our friends at ProWire and presented by MetroNet. You can now listen in Doak Campbell Stadium delay-free to the Seminole Sports Network broadcast. All you got to do is go to the FSU Game Day app, click the More tab, and click on Listen in Doak. Follow the prompts, and you are connected to hear the dulcet tones of William Barnum Floyd, Tom Block, and we'll give you the play-by-play call, obviously, from the booth high atop Bobby Bowden Field here inside of Doak Campbell Stadium. We're going to have that for every home game, every home broadcast moving forward. Football, men's and women's basketball, baseball, softball. So we're happy to bring that to Noles fans everywhere. You can listen live in Doak with zero delay to our broadcast as the game is going on, presented by MetroNet. There goes Osceola and Renegade. Pardon, the spear is lit, flaming, fiery. We need to see that kind of fiery type of attitude today from the Garden Goal.
Gotta have it. You gotta have it, and you gotta have it from the first whistle. That's what I'm saying. You gotta come out and play this game with a sense of urgency. This is not one that you can wait around to the second half to try to figure it out. This is a good football team we're coming out here, so we have to start early against them.
And the banner is ripped open. The flag's out in front. Mike Norvell wearing gray with black pants. Here come the Seminoles.
Always gets you fired up right there. See the team running out of the locker room, man. Just take those memories back to when that used to be myself running out of that locker room right there, coming out of the locker room. So always excited, man, to get a football game going, and these young men should be excited to get it going too.
Absolutely. Who will step up? Who are your leaders of this football team this afternoon? Who's going to want it more? Florida State looking to bounce back from a tough start, or this Memphis team as they emerge from that southeast tunnel. The captains have made their way out. The blue and silver Memphis flags are in front of Ryan Silverfield and his Tiger football team. Bar none, they want to come in here. They're confident. They're 2-0. They won 10 games a season ago, and they return the majority of that production off of last year's team that beat Iowa State in a bowl game a season ago as the Tigers make their way onto the field. And, wow, I tell you what, in a year where the group of 5 gets a seat at the table in the 12-team college football playoff, bar none, Memphis gets a win today. That resume looks pretty darn good at the end of the season.
Yes, it does. It looks good because it's here in Tallahassee, and that's what you can't allow to happen. You can't let anybody come into your house and take care of business on you. And you have to reflect on what happened last week. You let it go. You reflect on what happened the week before. You let those 2 games go. Today is when you have to come out, and the day is the beginning of the rest of your season. So take it just like that.
As we head down to midfield momentarily, our coin toss, the captains. You've got Murray Smith, Daryl Jackson, Josh Farmer, and Lawrence Toafili for the Noles. The Memphis Tigers make their way out. 4 Noles, 4 Tigers. And our referee is Justin Elliott, our white hat. And we'll send things down to him for the coin toss.
You'll call the coin toss. We've got a head, the ACC logo, and a tail with the trophy. We're going to let it hit the ground. What's your call? Tails is the ball. It is tails. Memphis, you won the toss. Memphis has won the toss and elected to defer to the second half. So you like the football? Which way do you want to kick? All right, guys, why don't we spin our backs like that? Florida State backs to this end zone. Florida State will receive at this end zone. Good luck, gentlemen.
All right, so there you go, bar none. Offense up first. And we'll get to see DJ Uiagalelei and this Florida State offense look to get off to that great start we've been talking about. Here we go, the best tradition in all of college sports and sports, period. Osceola aboard Renegade, making his way from right to left. There's the spear plant. Let's go.
Man, that fires you up right there. That's just, you're right. That's one of the best pre-games in football right there to watch Osceola and Renegade hit the field.
Let's see if he can give us a little juice here. Head coach Mike Norvell, 5th year, 31-19, the reigning ACC Coach of the Year, Dodd Trophy recipient, and the Bear Bryant National Coach of the Year. Ryan Silverfield, who replaced Mike Norvell at Memphis, 44 years of age, a Jacksonville native. He's in his 5th season. The Tigers are 32-19 on Mike Norvell's staff from 2016 to 2019 as the assistant head coach, deputy head coach, and offensive line coach. Half of 2015, he was with Mike Norvell as well at Arizona State for half a season. And Ryan Silverfield won state championships in high school at the Bulls School in 1995 and 1998. So he knows the state of Florida. He knows Florida State football. This Memphis team will be ready to go today. All right, are we ready? Bar none? Are you ready to go?
Toe to leather, baby.
Let's do it. Toe to leather, as the great Gene Deckerhoff would say. Tristan Vandenberg, the 6th-year senior out of Buffalo, New York. The Ohio transfer, a 2nd season at Memphis. 13 touchbacks, 7th most in the country. Deuce Spann is back deep along with Cam Davis for the Noles. And Vandenberg kicking left to right as we watch it. The Garnet and Gold looking for the big bounce back here on Saturday afternoon. And they will certainly have to earn it against a very good Memphis Tiger football team looking to pad their own resume as a team out of the group of 5 that hopes to make their way to the 12-team college football playoff. Tristan Vandenberg looks left, looks right. Here we go. The boot meets the ball, and we are underway. Spann backs up 8 yards deep in that south end zone, and he will take a knee. So here comes DJ Uiagalelei in this Florida State offense. Last matchup 12 days ago, 272 passing yards and a touchdown against Boston College, his 7th career game of 250-plus passing yards. Need DJ to be on time and on target early, bar none, to get us going.
Yes, we do. And I mean, this offensive line is really going to be, I think, the segment that has to make it happen. Them and the defensive line. We haven't been getting much push off the football, off the line of scrimmage. But we had to open up some seams today, take pressure off the quarterback, and get the running game going.
2 tight end set. Jackson West and Brian Courtney start at tight end today. 2 receivers right. Roydell Williams in the pistol. Uiagalelei in the gun. And the give to Williams running left, running hard. Look at the chopping the legs across the 30. Out near the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 7 for Roydell Williams. Tackle made by Darius Coffey and Greg Rubin.
Good job right there. That's the push I'm talking about. And then the churning of the legs by the running back. That's the mark of a great running back, is that you continuously keep those legs churning.
So they're going to call it a gain of 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Handoff. Williams running right, cuts it back, spins off a tackle. The ball is down. It's a fumble and will be recovered by Memphis at the 25-yard line. recovered by their middle linebacker, Chandler Martin. Williams took a big-time pop, and the ball caromed about 6 or 7 yards backwards, and not the start you were hoping for.
Not at all. Picture-perfect tackle right there, too. Basically just putting the shoulder pad on the football, dislodging, getting it out of there. But you also taught us, a running back, to have 2 hands on that football when you're in the thicket, when you're running through traffic. And that time, Roydell didn't have it wrapped up with both hands or both arms. Defender was able to put the helmet, the shoulder on it, and get the ball out of there.
And Darius Coffey, the safety, made the hit. And that was a big hit to knock that one loose. Okay, here we go. So the defense will have to really bow up here as Memphis will start 1st and 10 at the Florida State 25-yard line. The Noles fumble and lose it on their second play from scrimmage. Here's Seth Hennigan. Orbit motion behind, right to left. There's a handoff. Mario Anderson chopping forward for a gain of about 2 yards. And you had DJ Lundy in there, flying up, making a play. Marvin Jones Jr. and Azaria Thomas in there as well.
Good start right there. One of the keys to the game is to try to keep Memphis behind the chains, and that time did a pretty good job of not allowing them to get a whole bunch of yards on first down.
2nd and 8 from the 23, middle of the field. Got a trips cluster to the right side, tight end left. DeWosier in the backfield. Snap back. Hennigan in the gun, on the run, throws, dropped, incomplete near the 15-yard line. Unable to make the play is Jamari Chisholm, who is used mainly in goal line as a blocking fullback, and that time got the ball thrown to him and couldn't make it happen.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't get a fullback enough touches.
Right?
But you know, I am proud of them for having a fullback on their roster.
He's got to make that, get some more touches to the big guy.
Got to.
Says bar none.
But good job right there by the defense. 3rd, and this is where you want to keep Memphis at, 3rd and long distance.
3rd and 8 from the 23. Watch out for the tight ends. You got Lanfear, tight end to the right. Anderson to the right of Hennigan in the gun, going to throw. Here comes pressure over the middle. Caught. Drake, 15-10. Down near the 6. Kobe Drake. What a throw by Hennigan with Peyton bearing down on him in the backfield. That's a gain of about 17 yards.
Yeah, we brought the blitz that time, and they threw the ball exactly where they needed to. They had a crossing route with the receiver on there, and you saw the cornerback Thomas in trail position trying to chase it down.
Tackle made by K.J. Kirkland, making his first career start with Shaheem Brown out today. Memphis is 11 of 11 in the red zone this year. They have it 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. Left hash. Hennigan. Play action, looking out in the flat. Pass might have been batted down at the line. Kevin Knowles came through on a corner blitz, looking for Demir Blankumsey. And I think Knowles got a hand on that. Great play.
Yeah, it was right there. Got a deflection on that. Good that he did, because the flats were open on that play. Got to make sure right now that we're covering the flats, and you have to watch those tight ends down the seam, too. They've been pretty successful with their tight ends.
So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 7. Again, Memphis has scored every time in the red zone this year, 11 of 11 with 8 touchdowns. Mario Anderson Jr., the back in the backfield, Newberry and South Carolina transfer. 2 receivers right, Lanfear wing right, receiver wide left. Anderson to the right, Hennigan in the gun, 4-man front. Anderson motions out to the left side. Hennigan delayed quarterback run. He smacked and drilled. Say hello, Josh Farmer, with a bit of an assist from Marvin Jones Jr. That's a loss of 3 yards.
That's what you need right there. Talked about being disruptive and getting across the line of scrimmage, and that was a disruptive play right there, getting back to the quarterback.
First sack of the season for big Josh Farmer, the young man out of Port St. Joe, the Big Bend. Here we go. 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line, left hash. Man, a field goal here would be a huge win for this defense. You got a trips cluster tight to the line to the left side. Receiver wide right. Anderson to the left of Hennigan in the gun. 3rd and goal from the 10 going in. Knowles showing pressure. Beasley in motion left to right. The snap. Pressure coming. He goes down. Sacked. Back at the 19-yard line. Guess who? Josh Farmer came to play today, boys.
That's what we've been looking for right there. You're talking about the segment on this team defensively. They had to get it done. It's the defensive line. That time you just see him doing a little game right there, a little twist in the middle between Jackson and Farmer. Jackson takes up 2 blockers. Farmer comes around the backside of it and is able to get the sack.
Field goal time. This one backed up with a sack. Another sack for Farmer, back to the 25. 35-yarder for Caden Costa. Snap, spot, kick has the distance, and it is good.
The kick is good.
So the Florida State defense does as well as you can ask for right there, bar none, holding the Tigers to 3.
That was the blow-up we needed right there. And series like that can do a lot for your season. So it's good to see the defense, even though they're put in a bad position by the offense, only hold Memphis to 3 points. So great job by the D.
So after the turnover, Memphis able to get 3 points. Time out of the field early on here at Dope. Memphis leads 3-0 back after this timeout.
The Kickoff to Savings event is here at AgPro. Through September 30th, we're offering 0 down and 0% for 84 months on John Deere compact tractors. Get a 1025R tractor with loader for just $279.99 per month, or a 3025E tractor with loader for only $349.99 per month. Visit your local AgPro store today. Offer ends September 30th. Limited time offer. Some exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Hey, Seminole fans, can't make it to the game? No worries. Head to the ultimate FSU watch party at American Social Bar and Kitchen. Get ready for an epic vibe, mouth-watering food, and unbeatable drink specials. Every game is on the big screens all season long. Whether you're in Boca Raton, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Tampa, or Orlando, it's the best place to cheer on the Noles outside of Doak Campbell Stadium. American Social, the only spot for official FSU watch parties. See you there. Check us out at AmericanSocialBar.com.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard, until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024, Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Florida Blue presents game-changing health solutions. Did you know you can relieve stress by doing yoga at a Florida Blue center?
And exhale.
Treating yourself to Florida Blue discounts. Seeing a chiropractor covered by Florida Blue. Having your own Florida Blue health consultant.
Welcome.
Or cheering on your team right now. Discover more game-changing health solutions at FloridaBlue.com. Florida Blue is a trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
This is Florida State football.
Hey, the AC Marriott Cascade Park, the perfect place to stay and play while in town to catch a Noles game. Wind down with a signature cocktail at our AC Lounge or rooftop bar, Charlie Park. Everything you need under one roof. Book your stay today. And for over 20 years, the team at Oxford Advisory Group has specialized in strategic retirement planning to assist clients in navigating their retirement years. Their tax-efficient asset planning keeps you in the game for years to come. Oxford Advisory Group, a proud partner of Florida State Athletics. And to find out more, visit them online at oxfordadvisorygroup.com. Nice job by the Florida State defense after Memphis took over following a Roydell Williams fumble. 7 plays, 8 yards is all, and 2 sacks by big Josh Farmer. He's come to play today. Looking great. Davis and Spann back deep. Here's Vandenberg to kick off for the second time. His boot. High end over end. It is deep in the end zone, 6 yards deep for a touchback. He now has 15 touchbacks on the year. All right, take 2, bar none, for this Florida State offense. Only got 2 plays last time. Need to find some rhythm here, gain some momentum.
Got to, and I mean, they started out doing exactly what they needed to do, running the football, got a big chunk on first down the last series, gave the ball to Williams again and put it on the ground. So we have to just make sure we take care of the football. One thing you can't do is have turnovers.
We'll head down to TB here in a second after this first play. Get the first Mango minute of the day. Cam Davis, the back in the backfield, true freshman out of Albany, Georgia. Uyunglele in the gun. Unbalanced to the short side to the left side, and 2 receivers left. They're going to run it that way. Hand off Davis, trying to get around the edge. Flag thrown. Lowers his shoulder, knocked it out of bounds, 2, maybe 3 yards. That's going to be a hold on that left edge, it looked like.
Yeah, got to stop shooting ourselves in the foot offensively.
Holding. Offense, number 69. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Justin Elliott, our referee today. Let's go down the sidelines. Tom Block with a Mango Minute. TB, what do you see?
Well, talking about the offensive line, we knew Jeremiah Byers was going to be out, but I'm not sure what's up with Darius Washington. But right now you have Robert Scott Jr. is actually at left tackle.
Okay.
And you have Jalen Early playing at right tackle, and it's been that way both series so far.
We're not seeing Darius Washington out there, so Robert Scott at left tackle, Jalen Early at right tackle. Good spot by Tom Block in our Mango Minute. Second down, and rather first and 20 from the 15. Pick the handoff. Uiagalelei rolling right, stepping up, breaking a tackle, spinning, and he's going to be nearly sacked. Almost got back to the line of scrimmage. A lot of white shirts around Uiagalelei, William Whitlow Jr. and others, and Whitlow hobbles off the field, their star defensive end.
You got to make sure you have the confidence to find that open receiver right there. Right now they have 6 in the box, 7 in the box, so you probably got man-to-man coverage.
Play action, quick throw out to the left side. Jalen Brown cutting back, takes a big hit as he crosses the 15 out near the 17-yard line. Kobe Minor smacked him, the corner out of Dallas, Texas. Here comes third and to Wakulla.
Got to make sure we're attacking upfield. I know it's easier to get the ball to the sideline, but if you want to make some chunk plays, you want to give these receivers opportunities, then you're going to have to get that ball and start attacking downfield a little more.
Third and 18 from the 17. 10:30 left first quarter, 3-0 Memphis. Trips right, and we get a late flag, or early flag, I guess I should say, thrown as both sides came to the line. Where was the play clock? Was it not moving?
Might have had too many men.
Illegal substitution. Offense. 12-men in formation. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Hey, shooting ourselves in the foot today on offense. A turnover and some couple of penalties, man.
Yeah, I mean, third and forever right now, you have to protect the football, so you can't do anything really tricky. So look for a draw play, maybe a screen play, something that you don't throw the ball downfield. You just kind of almost hand the ball off at this point to your running back. You don't want to give him the ball down here in the red zone.
Yeah, it was third into Wakulla. Now that'd be third into Carabel. Third and 23. And we're going to run it to Ophelia as a whole. 15 to the 20, falling forward near the 22-yard line. And Greg Rubin playing that Tiger safety position, made the tackle, and it'll be a 3-and-out for the Seminole offense.
Yep, I mean, at the end of the day, you can't, I mean, this game is hard enough just playing it, but you cannot give your opponent any free yardage, and penalties are free yardage.
Kobe Drake back deep. Here's Alex Mastromano, the Ray Guy punter of the week following the Boston College game. Tied a career-high 65-yard punt in that game against BC. Mason Arnold will snap it. Good snap. Here's the boot, nearly blocked. Nice spiraling kick. Drake back to the 25-yard line. Has some room to run. Far side, 30. Nice spin move, 35, 40. 45 and out near the 47-yard line. Kobe Drake with a return of 23 yards after a punt of 53 by Alex Mastromano. And by the way, Kobe Drake is the lone player on the Memphis roster that's still around when Mike Norvell was still at Memphis in 2019. So Kobe Drake with a nice return there. And we have a timeout on the field with 9:21 remaining here in our first quarter. Memphis leading 3-0. Back after this local timeout, you're listening to Seminole Football from Legends.
No matter how busy life gets, your home is the place where your family and friends show you they care and celebrate with you. That is why the professionals at Barronelle Heating and Air Conditioning always make sure that your home is comfortable. Just like those that matter to you most, Barronelle will always be there for you. Schedule an appointment today at barronelleac.com.
The Kickoff to Savings event is here at AgPro. Through September 30th, we're offering 0 down and 0% for 84 months on John Deere compact tractors. Get a 1025R tractor with loader for just $279.99 per month. Or a 3025E tractor with loader for only $349.99 per month. Visit your local AgPro store today. Offer ends September 30th. Limited time offer. Some exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
For 75 years, the National Football Foundation and College Hall of Fame, through programs and initiatives like the College Football Hall of Fame, Campbell Trophy, and National Scholar Athlete Awards has strengthened communities, promoted education, preserved opportunities, and protected the game. To learn more and become a member, visit footballfoundation.org. That's footballfoundation.org.
A 43-yard field goal with a ticket to the championship on the line. Here's the snap. The kick is...
At this moment, who you voted for doesn't matter. What kind of car you drive, how much money you make, what kind of music you listen to, or how many followers you have doesn't matter. At this moment, the only thing that does is football. Visit footballmatters.com.
Hey, college football fans, are you in good hands this season? With insurance from Allstate, you'll be game day ready every day. Visit allstate.com or call a local agent today to learn more. Allstate, you're in good hands. And when you can't make it to the game, don't worry. Join the only official FSU watch party at American Social Bar and Kitchen. Locations in Boca Raton, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Tampa, and Orlando. It's the ultimate spot to catch every play. Grab your friends and dive into the action. Find out more at AmericanSocialBar.com. Say hello to everybody watching our broadcast booth cams on the FSU Football Facebook page, also on the Seminole Sports Network Twitter handle and the Seminoles Unconquered app. Say hello. Let us know where you're watching from. We'll give you a shout out on the air. Bar, no, give you some love. All right, defense ready to go again here, Bar. What do you think?
I mean, the defense did a great job last time. Right now, Memphis starting with pretty decent field position again. Just got to be disruptive.
Hand off to Mario Anderson. He's grabbed by Sione. Lolo Hea. No, sir, says number 13. We've heard great things about Lolo Hea and how he continues to step up each and every day, Barnett.
I love it. What happened right that time is he set the edge. He didn't get blocked, didn't allow himself to get blocked, didn't allow the running back to get to the sideline right there and just made a great play.
So a loss of 1, TFL for Lolo Hea. 2nd and 11 from the 46 near midfield. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left, tight end wing to the right side, Anderson to the left of Hennigan in the gun. 3-0 Memphis, first quarter. Hennigan will throw, has time, pumps, looking right, throwing right, caught, and a great tackle by Fentrell Cypress just across midfield. Blankumsey, his 8th catch of the season. Here's 3rd down.
Yeah, got to get there, put a little bit more pressure on the quarterback. Again, we tried to run a twist blitz. We had the linebacker doing it that time. Cypress was there to make sure the receiver didn't gain any extra yardage after the catch, but right now, 3rd down, got to get off the field.
3rd and 5 from the 48 of FSU. 3rd and 5. 2 receivers left. Kobe Drake wide right. Brendan Doyle wing to the right side. Nwosie to the right of Hennigan in the gun. War chant echoing throughout. Doak. Snap back. Here comes pressure. Lofts it up. Far sideline. Incomplete. Nearly run down by Conrad Hussey. Hennigan got drilled on the play. He got smacked by Lolo Hea. And 4th down. Let's get off the field, huh?
Great job right there, defense. Way to step up and bow up. Now the offense has to match the intensity of the defense. They've been able to get it done 2 series in a row. Now the offense has to get in shape.
How about this? With the injury to Jalen Lucas, here's LaWayne McCoy. Seeing his true first action. Significant action here of game time. True freshman out of Miami Central. He's back at his own 7. Here is the boot. Oh, it's a shank. Near side. Get out of the way, everybody. Oh, my goodness. It looked like my pitching wedge trying to float it in tight on the green. Was not good by Joshua Sloan, the senior out of Australia. You see me hit some bad shots. That might have been worse than my pitching wedge, bar none.
Honestly, you hit some good ones too right there, but that was definitely a little Schenker puntery right there. We'll call that Schenker puntery, but good job, man, by the defense getting off the field again. Now, again, the offense has to get some of that energy going on this side of the football. We need to get down here and put points on the board.
Only a punt of 26 yards. So we get it at the 22-yard line. Good job by the defense. 1st and 10 from the 22. Toafili in the pistol. Uiagalelei in the gun. 2 tight ends set, 2 receivers to the right side. Still no Darius Washington out there. Robert Scott at left tackle. DJ claps the hands. Maurice Smith grabs the pig. Helmet high snap. Hand up Toafili. Bounces out. He gets swallowed up and will lose yards. Mond Cole backup defensive lineman, and he wasn't the first one in there. That was blown up from the start.
Yeah, it was, and I think it's just the front, too. I would love for us to have some call when they have 6, 7 right there at the line of scrimmage to be able to check out of that, because that means you probably got man-to-man on the outside, need to start taking some shots down the field. But, yeah, if they're going to crowd the line of scrimmage like that, we have to be able to pull that ball out and get it down the field.
Malik Benson wide right, Hakeem Williams wide left. Hello, number 8. Toafili in the pistol, Louis Ungulale in the gun. 2 tight ends set on 2nd down and 13. And handoff, Toafili bounces to the outside. Has room, 25, 30, 35, out of bounds near the 40-yard line. Maybe a late hit. How about a flag? He got drilled late, I thought, but no flag thrown. Davion Ross made the tackle. Moved those chains for FSU. It's a Champion Auto first down.
Great job, great eyes and vision that time by Toafili, just getting around the contain right there, bouncing that thing out, and then it's speed to the outside. Nobody's catching him.
Gain of 24, moving quickly. Fake the handoff, quick throw out to the right side, caught, Benson, didn't get a whole lot. I don't think he got any. Just a quick throw to the side by DJ. Benson makes his 8th catch of the season. 2nd and 10, all first downs at Florida State football games brought to you by Champion Auto. Champion Auto, famous for offering the best interest rates, the lowest payments, and having the friendliest staff. Stop by the local dealership on West Tennessee Street or shop online at championautofl.com. Champion Auto, new car, nice at used car price. So no gain there. 2nd and 10 from the 43. Cam Davis in the pistol. 2 tight ends set. 2 receivers, Benson and Williams, tight to the line. Play action. Out in the flat. Caught. That's Morlock. Skips a tackle. 45 out of bounds near midfield. Nice to see Kyle catch that first one, secure it. He dropped 3 against BC. Get some confidence back.
Yes. That's what you want to do. He called that was all hands right there. He watched that ball all the way in, and as a receiver, that's what you have to do. You have to make sure you secure that ball before you turn the field and try to run.
Call the gain of 6. Morlock's 2nd grab of the year. 3rd and 4 from right near midfield at the 49. 5:40 in counting first quarter, 3-0 Memphis. Davis alone back in the backfield. 2 tight ends, Courtney and Morlock. 2 receivers left, Williams and Benson. Uiagalelei in the gun. Helmet high snap. Handoff, Davis tackled immediately off the edge for no gain.
Yeah, that's just tough to run against that. I mean, you literally got 9 in the box right there. You're trying to run it into the heart of the defense. Those one of those plays that you want to try to get the ball to the outside right there. That time we just tried to push it up the middle, didn't get any movement.
Chandler Martin made the tackle. He's their talented middle linebacker that came off the edge that time. And Mike Norvell's going to punt it.
Yep, that's what you do right here. Start trying to pin Memphis back. The defense has been able to hold them 2 times, get them out 3 and out. Get them out 3 and out down here. You're going to give yourself some pretty good field position for the offense.
Mastro had a punt of 53 before, takes his time, and will try and coffin corner this one to the far sideline. And a fair catch caught by Kobe Drake near the 10. So a nice job by Mastromato.
Memphis takes over
42-yard punt. That'll be his 4th punt of the year inside the 20-yard line. Great job by the outstanding Alex Mastromato. 4:41 left first quarter. Memphis leading Florida State 3-0. We're back after this timeout.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm the valet at the game, and I'm as tight on cash as this lot is on space. So I'm gonna park your way too big truck in this way too small spot. And if you don't have the right auto insurance, this might leave you crunched for cash. So get Allstate, save money, and get protected from mayhem like me. Who's next?
Savings vary based on coverage selected. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Okay, so they say love is patient, love is kind, blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you, love is meeting the internet of your dreams. So it may sound crazy, but with MetroNet's ridiculously fast fiber network, you'll learn to love your internet. They deliver the best possible experience, period. You can binge watch till your heart's content, game, and work from home all at the same time without buffering or lag. Shouldn't you love your internet? Sign up online at metronet.com.
All this football action making you hungry? Wawa has you covered. Wawa Catering makes it easy to get hoagies, snacks, drinks, and more. Order ahead at wawacatering.com. Choose pickup or delivery. It'll be ready in time for game day. Or block hunger right now with the Wawa app. Order your favorites on the app and get them however you want. Pickup, curbside, or delivery. Download the Wawa app today. Wawa is a proud partner of the Florida State Seminoles. At ViStar Credit Union, you inspire us to go the extra mile to meet your financial needs. That's why we offer Florida State fans more banking options like better rates and no hidden fees. Our team is also dedicated to making the communities we serve stronger, volunteering our time and talents while donating millions to local nonprofits. ViStar Credit Union, proud partner of Florida State Athletics. Visit vistarcu.org. Go Noles!
This is Florida State football.
Hey, join us each and every Monday night from 7 to 8 p.m. live from Bowditch and College Town for Inside Seminole Football with Mike Norvell. Enjoy food and drinks at the FSU-themed bar and grill. Hear from the head coach, players, assistant staff members, and more. You can watch it on ABC 27 on Wednesday nights. Watch it live on all Florida State social media and digital platforms. FSU Football on Facebook, on Twitter, the Seminoles YouTube page, and you can watch later on in the Seminoles on Concord app. Of course, listen on the Seminole Sports Network. Also, you can watch it later in the week, Thursdays, and late in the week on Valley Sports Florida as well, statewide. There we go. And while you're there, grab a Bud Light, proud sponsor of Florida State Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. So Memphis is backed up here. 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line after an excellent punt by Alex Mastromano, pinning him deep. Empty backfield, Hennigan all alone. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. 5 receivers in the set. Empty backfield for the talented Seth Hennigan. 4-man front. Man in motion, orbit motion, left to right. Hennigan looking left, slant, pass deflected, knocked away, incomplete. Excellent job out there. Nice play. Cam Riley, I believe, out there making a play.
Good job right there. Good defense. Able to get that hand in there and deflect the football.
And correct myself. Azarie Thomas, 8, not 18, getting it done. Great job. Great play by the young man out of Niceville. 2nd and 10 from the 10-yard line. 2 receivers left. Drake wide to the right. Anderson to the left of Hennigan in the gun. 2nd and 10, left hash from the 10-yard line. Memphis leads early 3-0. Hennigan, clap of the hands, going to throw again. Pressure off the edge, out in the flat, caught. Anderson, Cam Riley able to force him out of bounds near the 15-yard line. They like to get the ball to the backs and the tight ends in the passing game. Gain of 5, nearly had a sack. Marvin Jones Jr. coming off the edge that time.
Yeah, he almost got there, and a good job, too. Good defense. The linebacker getting there. Got 5 yards, but the linebacker was there to make the stop. Stop him from picking up more yardage. Good job.
3rd and 5 from the 15. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Landfier, the tight end. Slot to the right side. Anderson to the left. Of Hennigan in the gun. Bussy motions left to right. There's a snap, throwing over the middle, deflected and knocked away. Flag thrown.
It'll be offside defense.
Ventrell Cypress knocked it away from the tight end Landfier, but if it's offsides, it's a first down. Oh my goodness.
Yep, shooting ourselves in the foot. Looked like Lolo got off the ball a little quick that time.
Number 15. A 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
Man. Yeah, you hate to see that. That's a bummer.
Yep, I mean, especially when you come out, you're getting ready to get off the field right there. You definitely don't want to continuously have mistakes that keep your opponent getting extra plays.
So that extends the drive. A first down and the offsides penalty called on Sione Lolohea. He exits the game. Pat Payton back in. Trips to the right side. Tight end left. Anderson to the left of Hennigan in the gun. 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll hand it off to Anderson, and has a pretty big hole across the 25 out near the 26. Justin Cryer tripped him up, but Cryer is slow to get up. He made the play. I'm not sure if he took a hit to the helmet. Oh, yeah. His neck kind of snapped back as he went in to make the hit on Anderson, and he looked a little awkward.
Yeah, and that's that thigh on the helmet right there. That's always going to jar the head. I think you saw that on professional football the other day with Tua.
Yes.
You know, that helmet to the thigh, that's that right there. Thigh strong. It doesn't move. It doesn't budge at all. And if it goes against that head and jerks that neck, probably not a good thing.
You remember a hard hit like that you took, trying to gain some extra yards? Anything come to mind?
No.
Practice or
I can't remember.
playing in a game?
I mean, I've always, I played the game. It's kind of like I literally took what Coach Bow said. I mean, we played with total disregard for personal safety. So I was trying to knock myself out every play. And I felt like if I was, had a couple of, stars going around, man, that other guy didn't feel too good either. So that was.
And Cryer is getting helped off the field. Hopefully he's okay. Let's go down the sidelines. Tom Block with a Mango Minute. TB.
Obviously, his health first and foremost. I was just going to point out Florida State is fairly thin at linebacker. Omar Graham Jr. not dressed out, and Sean Murphy not available either. So hopefully a good resolution here. And then behind me in the end zone to your left, Jeff, at the quarter break, we're going to recognize the Little League World Series champs from Lake Mary. How about that?
Yes.
That's North Orlando, baby.
Lake Mary, Little League World Series champions.
Champions of
First
the
one,
world.
yes, from the state of Florida. They'll be recognized with Governor Ron DeSantis and the First Lady Casey DeSantis as well. 2nd and 3 from the 27-yard line. Take the handoff to Anderson. Hennigan rolling right. Fires on the flat. Caught 30, 35. That's Doyle out near the 40 before Knowles and others come over and make the play. First down.
So you had a guy in the flat. You had a guy in the corner. You had that crosser coming up across the field right there. And that's who we end up throwing the ball to. Linebacker has to make sure you get there. That's your man. You're playing man-to-man. You can always tell when we're playing man-to-man because we'll go in motion with the motion man. That's pretty much how the offense tells what defense you're in right there. So when you see a guy go in motion and you see another defender chasing him across the field, you're pretty much saying that they're in man-to-man defense.
Gain of 14. Hennigan 4 of 8 for 42 yards. 1st and 10 from the 42. Oh, what a big hit, but Anderson bounces off of it and then is brought down after no gain. KJ Sampson was the one that finished him off, but I think it was Lundy that came up and popped him early, popped him pretty good.
Yeah, that was DJ Lundy that came in and made him change directions. He had to try to bounce that thing outside and had another defender out there to make the play.
And DJ Lundy now over 200 career tackles at Florida State University. 2nd and 10 from the 40. Trip to the right side, receiver wide left. Anderson to the right, a Hennigan in the gun. 2nd and 10. Memphis leads 3-0. Takes a snap, looking, rolling right, tripped up and goes down. I think it was Peyton, yes. Peyton got knocked to the ground and threw that long left arm out and brought him down for the 3rd sack of the day for the Noles.
That's where the wingspan helps you out right there. But he made a great move on that tackle. He spit inside of him. Then he actually dove at the quarterback, was able to get that paw around his leg and trip him up for the sack.
War chant reverberating around Dome. Garnet-clad fans into it.
Don't let him off the hook right here, D. Nothing for free. Get to the quarterback. Force him to get that ball out quick.
1:40 and counting. 3-0 Memphis. First quarter. 3rd and 18 for the 32. Two receivers right, one to the left. Hennigan will throw. 3rd and long. Going to set up a screen. Caught Nwosie. Going nowhere. Cam Riley. Darrell Jackson. Azarie Thomas. Daniel Lyons. Garnet shirts everywhere. They're going to punt it.
Yes, they are. We got an injured player down there, 1-8.
Cam Riley. That's another linebacker. Oh, no. He was in on the play.
Yeah, and he read that to perfection. All the linebackers did. I mean, that's what they have is the running back. And you know if you have the running back man-to-man, you see him shoot out there to the flats. It's probably 9 times out of 10 going to be a screen play. And he did a good job of hunting that thing down and making the play.
He's laying on his back right on the 25-yard line.
I wonder if that's another arm. I know we thought it was a concussion with the last player that was injured with Cryer, but yeah, I'm thinking that was something with a shoulder or arm, the way he was holding it, walking off the field.
Far side, just above the ACC logo, with the 25-yard line split right down the middle of his torso, right between his legs. The training staff is out there. Mike Norvell out there. Doctor's taking a look. You know, he was the first one to make contact with Nwosie, And he landed a little bit funny. Let's go down to Tom Block with what he saw, TB.
Well, this is actually about Justin Cryer, who just came out of the medical tent, still has his helmet in tow, and he made his way over to the defense. I think he's all right and cleared to go back.
Okay.
So that could be good news on Cryer.
Riley is up, is being helped off. Doesn't look like an arm. Hard to tell.
Something going on, like that lower extremity right there. You got both his arms around the trainers.
Josh Chapman, Scott Trulock doing great work. Mango Minute, powered by the National Mango Board. Hit mango.org and find some tasty recipes for your game day party and taste the joy all season long. The National Mango Board, a proud partner of Florida State football. All right, Lawayne McCoy back at his own 25-yard line. Last time it was Shakeopotamus by Joshua Sloan.
See if we can get another one.
Here's the snap, rugby style to the right. This one a little better. And McCoy calls for a fair catch at the 27-yard line. After a punt of 45 yards, that's where the Noles will take over. Florida State on third downs. Ari Masudi passes me a great stat nugget here. We weren't great on third downs coming in defensively, but today we're getting off the field. 1 for 4, Memphis on third down so far.
And that's what's keeping us in it right now. Now the offense, again, has to match the intensity of the defense. A lot of plays to the sideline and the running plays, but we really want to open this thing up. We're going to have to start attacking Memphis downfield, let these wide receivers get open, make a play.
1:09 left first quarter. Memphis leads 3-0. A field goal after a fumble by Roydell Williams on the second play of the game, but we have not seen him since. Davis in the pistol, Louis Ungulale in the gun. 1st and 10 from the 27. Williams in motion, right to left. Play action, looking left, quick throw, Hakeem, and spins off a tackler, knocked out of bounds near side, near the 30-yard line. Some trash talking down there by the Tigers. Rubin was out there flying up and making a play. And also coming up and doing a little bit of trash talk was Taj Rael, who was flying up. He hasn't played in the first 2 games, back out there today. 2nd and 8 from near the 30-yard line. 2 receivers right and left. Another quick throw. Oh, nearly picked off as a throw to the side and a loss on the play. I tell you what, if Kobe Minor looks up, it's a pick 6.
Yeah, I mean, if he paying any attention, and it looks like we got an injured player.
Caught by Jalen Brown, and he is down on the far side and slow to get up. So the Noles are already with some injuries, and this is the 3rd injury for Florida State already in the first quarter today.
I wonder if that's a poke in the eye or something like that, because he's grabbing up around his face mask. Didn't look like he took a huge hit on that, but could be a situation where the defender got his hand and his finger through the cage and got into the face mask.
Yeah, he is reaching up there, isn't he? Definitely need to see a replay of what happened as Brown is, he's got his hands up near covering his face mask. The young man from Gulliver Prep in Miami. Now he has a shield over his eyes. And you wonder if he banged his head pretty hard on the turf here at Bobby Bowden Field.
But yeah, I mean, if the defender has his eyes up open right there and he's looking in at the quarterback, then that thing is probably going the other way.
Here's a replay. A lot of quick throws to the sidelines today. Yeah, he did. He gave him a great shove. Minor, as Brown was trying to say, I'm good, I'm done, and give it up on the play, he tossed him, and his head bounced up off the grass. So he's woozy coming off the field. Tom Block, I hope he stretched today. He's got a lot of injury work down there on that far side, on the near sideline, rather. I see him stretching up the quads to head up toward the tent, getting loose. So 33 seconds remain, 3rd and 11. Memphis leads 3-0. Clock rolling here in our first quarter. 3rd and 11 from the 26-yard line. 2 receivers to the left. Morlock tight end left. Williams tight to the line to the right. Toafili to the left. Avui Ungulale in the gun. 3rd and 11. He's going to throw. Has time. Lines up. The ball is wobbling in the middle of the field. It's picked off at the 35-yard line. DJ's arm got hit as he let go of it, and the ball looked like a wounded duck. 35-yard line. Tajra L made the interception, and second turnover of the game for FSU.
Yeah, you could just see the way that ball came out, the way it was fluttering. That wasn't going to be a successful pass right there. And
yeah, you got to hit as he threw it.
I like attacking down the field, man, but we still got to have the execution.
So coming down, he got hit as he threw it. It was hit by Brett Carhu, junior linebacker out of McKinney, Texas. Got a piece of his arm, and DJ's thrown his second interception of the season. So a lot of injuries, but man, the defense has come to play here early, which has been
to
big.
Keep it up. Yeah, they got to keep it up right now until the offense gets into more of a rhythm.
9 seconds left in the quarter. 3-0 Memphis. First and 10 at their own 35. Hennigan will throw. Hennigan this time over the middle, crossing route, caught and thrown down immediately at the 41 by Kirkland. Pass is caught by Rock Taylor. 10th catch of the year, their top wide receiver. 15 minutes in the books.
That's the end.
Here at Campbell Stadium. Memphis leads by the score of 3-0. We're back after this timeout.
Football season is here and the fall months are approaching, but it is still warm. That means pests like ants, roaches, and mosquitoes are out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home, business, and tailgates pest-free. Atlanta-based Arrow is trusted to keep Doak Campbell Stadium a pest-free zone and is a proud partner of the Florida State Seminoles. So rest assured that with Arrow Pest and Termite Control, you're getting the best from the best. Schedule a free pest inspection today. Call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
What makes that famous call?
Dinner's ready.
Even better? It's cooking a great meal with natural gas, enjoying faster cooking times and precise temperature control. And now getting a valuable cash rebate up to $300 when you install an energy-efficient natural gas range or cooktop.
Anyone want seconds?
When you show your home love with natural gas, it loves you right back. To learn more and how to qualify, visit peoplesgas.com/rebates.
Behind the scenes of Seminole Athletics, there is a community of supporters who pledge their personal resources to provide all teams with the greatest opportunity for success. That community is Seminole Boosters. Seminole Boosters is the largest source of funding for Florida State athletics and serves as the difference maker for our athletic program. You can join the team behind the team for only $5 per month. Learn more or join today at SeminoleBoosters.com. That's SeminoleBoosters.com.
Hey, Seminole fans, show your team spirit with the Knoll Pass toll sticker. It works on toll roads throughout Florida, Georgia, and North Carolina. Plus, you can score volume toll savings. Knoll Pass is the winning way to pay tolls without having to stop and use coins or cash. Find out why Knoll Pass is your best play to save on tolls and time at GetKnollPass.com. That's GetKnollPass.com. Knoll Pass. It's how Knolls do tolls. A product of ePass, owned and operated by the Central Florida Expressway Authority.
You're listening to Florida State football.
Welcome back here to Doak Campbell Stadium. Time now for the Coca-Cola Zero Sugar scoreboard. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. All right, we've got some interesting scores in the early slot. Madison, Wisconsin. It was 3-0 Wisconsin. Alabama scores right at the end of the quarter. 7-3 tied in that one. How about South Carolina? 7-0 after one quarter over 16th ranked LSU. And then the ACC, NC State 3, Louisiana Tech 0. Jeff, how about this stat as I throw it back to you? Florida State 3 sacks total on the year coming in. 3 already in this one for Florida State's D-line. Josh Farmer, Lolo Hea doing their thing. Good start for the defense.
Love to see it. Pat Payton getting in there as well, making a play. And even with the 2 turnovers, bar none, Florida State has outgained Memphis 37-34 in total yardage, but trails 3-0.
Man, that's just a testament to the defense getting out there and handling business, and they got to continue to do that until this offense catches up. I mean, right now, playing with no rhythm, throwing the ball out to the sidelines. I mean, we have to make sure we keep attacking downfield. We tried to attack last series, but of course, you got to make sure you execute when you're throwing the ball downfield.
19th meeting of the series, first time since 1990. That game was played at the Citrus Bowl in Orlando. Florida State leads 10 wins, 7 losses, and 1 tie. Memphis' 7 wins in the series were from 1959 to 1976. And how about this one? Bobby Bowden's first ever game as head coach at Florida State was at Memphis State in 1976. First ever game as the head man of the Noles playing the Memphis State Tigers. And Florida State's won the last 9 in the series. But first time since 1990. Old Metro Conference.
The Metro
rivals, huh? FSU and Memphis. 2nd and 3, Memphis at their own 42, middle of the field, up 3-0. First play of the second quarter, hand off to Wosier, running to the right, cutting back, tackled, still on his feet, chopping the legs, and didn't go down. Out near the line to gain the 45, Byron Turner and company in on the play. And Farmer. And it looks like a short bar done, 3rd and short coming up. 3rd and literally the nose of the football here.
Yep. Got to make sure you get across the line of scrimmage right here if you're going to try to stop this first down. Only got inches to go. Got to come off the ball.
Hey, good to see Justin Cryer back in the game. He's in there right now. 3rd and short from the 44. 3rd and less than a yard. Brandon Thomas, the big back, in the pistol. They give it to him in the goal line, near the goal line in a short yardage.
Dive right.
Hennigan, you called it. Hand off Thomas. Full had a steam. First down out to the 49. Gain of 4.5. Nicholson made the tackle. He had a career-high 7 against BC 12 days ago.
I mean, I think you look at that and the way that we line that thing up, you have the defensive end in a 2-point stance, so he really can't get under the tackle and push him back right there. And then you have that natural gap in that defense right there between the guard and the tackle of the guard in the center. Right now we have it covered up on the right side, but last time had a huge gap, and this is what you do. You just run the ball where nobody is.
1st and 10 from the 49. Anderson to the left of Hennigan in the gun, trips to the left side. Hand off, Anderson running right, cuts it back. Flag thrown to the snap. Across the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Anderson on the carry.
Turner in there, along with Earl Little. But I think maybe we have a legal formation here. We take it.
Illegal formation.
Yes.
Yep.
Offense. 5 players in the backfield. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Back him up. That was a big gainer, too, by Anderson. So back him up 5. It'll be 1st and 15. Memphis at their own 44-yard line. Seth Hennigan, 6 of 10 for 45 yards. He distributes the ball well.
Yeah,
6 passes, bar none, 6 completions to 6 different receivers.
Yeah, he definitely is distributing it out there. And on that last play, Lolo got a little bit upfield and too wide and allowed that running back to cut right underneath. You have to make sure you close and come straight down the line of scrimmage when the ball is going away.
Lanphier motions left to right. Hennigan will throw. 1st and 15. Winds up down the field looking for Taylor. He's got it. Across the 15 down near the 12. Rock Taylor beat Fentrell Cypress for a big gainer. Threw it up high, and Hennigan dropped it in the bucket.
Yeah, that's where you want. That's the way you attack downfield right there. Just running a corner route, and the quarterback puts that ball where only the receiver can catch it. The defender can never locate it. Had a step on the defender right there too, and big gain.
Gain of 40. Big gainer there. Back in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 16. Memphis leads 3-0. Lanphier winds up, wing to the left side. And what do we have? The Chang gang. We're a little tangled up down there. So our guys, a little tangled up. Don't see that very often, do you?
No, and they're going to the emergency backups over there on the sideline. They're not even playing with that chain. They just went and got the reserve pair.
Tough day. Knowles are going down. The chains go down.
Whoa.
Goodness.
What's going on?
Tough day.
The Florida State band needs to cease playing when Memphis is in their offensive formation.
Oh, boy.
Florida State band needs to cease playing when the offense is in formation.
Well, I'm sure there'll be some discussion about that on the message boards after a week where the discussion of who's playing what and when.
Okay, we're not listening to that very well.
The marching Chiefs get their hand slapped by Justin Elliott.
And then they just pump up the volume again while they're on offense. Okay, now we're just doing it. I love it. I love it.
How about that? Chiefs are marching and making it happen. 1st and 10 from the 13. Hennigan, play action out in the flat, caught Lanfear, 10-5, knocked it out of bounds, far sideline near the 2. By KJ Kirkland, first down.
Misdirection again. I mean, that's been another one of our Achilles heel, is flowing too hard one way. That time Cypress, he tries to come down. That's really his man right there coming back to that side of the field. But looked like he was more concerned about going to help on the run, and the ball is coming back to him. That's why you have to make sure you handle your assignment and trust your teammates to take care of their assignment.
Brandon Thomas, the big back, short yardage back, is in. He has 28 career rushing touchdowns, 5th all-time in Memphis football history. First and goal from the 3, right hash. And they will give it to Thomas, who lowers the shoulder and is backed up. Kirkland got in there, Lundy got in there, Cryer got in there. Maybe a gain of a yard.
Good job right there. Still made it on the defensive line right there, and then you had your safeties and linebackers be able to come up and fill that hole right there. And again, this is one of those situations where you have to watch for the misdirection and watch for the crosser coming across the field. Have a short field down there, so you want to make sure that you handle business. Right now it's second down. So you have to make sure you hold them right here for sure.
Chisholm, the big back, is in there, blocking back, handing it under center. Second and goal from the 2. Oh, he falls down. Hennigan gets his foot stepped on, and he falls down back at the 9-yard line. What a goofy sequence right there.
Can't ask for anything better than that right there. And it looks like they're going to run a pass play. And that fullback, man, I'm telling you, that looked like he was getting ready to sneak out into the flats right there. We call that play 7-waggle flag, and basically it's the flat route for the fullback to the flag right there to the cone of the end zone.
Now he tripped over his left guard, Xavier Hill, it looked like. Either Hill or Holler got him. Third and goal, back at the 6 is where they mark it, yes. Hennigan will throw, now rolling left, out in the flat, Delosier, open, touchdown. Earl Little trying to get there and bump him off his route, but he couldn't knock him down. And unfortunately, the running backs hurt us again in the passing game, like BC, where 2 touchdown passes right there to running backs. Delosier catches it for a score.
Yeah, and again, it was that flat route that I'm saying. They're just hitting that flat route. We're talking about the 7-waggle flag. That time, ran the running back from the tailback position and just got to the flat right there, and we got outflanked. The safety should have been over there a little bit faster.
Third career touchdown grab for Delosier. The extra point by Costa is up, and it is good. And the Memphis Tigers, off of a turnover, able to take it down the field, and they put points on the board. 10-16 left, second quarter. Memphis leads Florida State 10-0. We are back after this local timeout. You're listening to Seminole Football from Legends.
R.J. Young is no longer just your office copier supplier. We are now helping you create the modern office. Our cutting-edge solutions cover security systems, business phones, and manage IT and AV technology for your organization. We've teamed up with world-class partners to save you more through bundling services, and our U.S.-based specialists are your personal coaches, making sure you always have the highest degree of personalization. Schedule your free consultation now at rjyoung.com/FSU.
Carver's is the place for all your high-volume commercial business needs. From tablecloths to corporate clothing, we specialize in bulk orders of 300 pieces or more. This is why the Knowles have partnered with Carver's Discount Cleaners. Our team of trained professionals will get the job done right. Contact us at midtowndrycleaning@gmail.com or stop in for a visit at our Midtown location, 1215 North Monroe Street. Carver's Cleaners, mean on stains, green on earth.
Seminole fans know that when their health is on the line, Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare is here with the most advanced medical care in the region. Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare is home to the region's only comprehensive stroke center, one of the top heart and vascular programs in the Southeast, the area's most powerful cancer center, and Tallahassee's only Level 3 neonatal ICU. For 75 years, our expert team has offered the latest technology and treatment options to get you and your family back in the game. We are Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare, your hospital for life. Hey, Noles fans, join us each and every Monday night from 7 to 8 p.m. live from Bowdenson Collegetown for Inside Seminole Football with the head coach Mike Norvell. Enjoy food and drinks at the FSU-themed bar and grill. Hear from the head coach, players, assistants, staff members, and more. Watch it on ABC 27, stream it on all Florida State platforms, and listen on the Seminole Sports Network from Legends. Join us each and every Monday night, 7 to 8 p.m. live from Bowdenson Collegetown for Inside Seminole Football with Mike Norvell.
And Seminole Football brought to you in part by Florida Farm Bureau Insurance, a proud partner of Florida State Athletics. Before we continue on, let us pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Seminole Football from Legends. Jeff Culhane, William Barr, Nunn Floyd, Tom Block, Chris Call, Bandy Surratt, Aria Masudi. Let's go down to the sideline. Tom Block with a Mango Minute. Tom, take it away.
Well, you know, you can feel the energy go out of the stadium with a 10-0 lead, but let's be fair to the defense. I know they didn't have a great play on the touchdown, but they have won the line of scrimmage. They've pressured the quarterback. We need the offense to keep the defense on the field for a little bit. We got to find a way to eat some time and get a drive here, Jeff.
Yep, amen to that. Good call. Tom Block with a Mango Minute. Go to mango.org and find some tasty recipes for your game day party and taste the joy all season long. The National Mango Board, a proud partner of Florida State football. Vandenberg's boot, end over end, span. That's going to basically roll through the uprights. Big kick by Vandenberg in the north end zone. Seminoles in gold font, trimmed in garnet. Florida State in gold font, trimmed in garnet on the north, of the south end rather, to our right. Well, what's the answer here? You said we've done a lot of side-to-side passing. Let's take some shots, huh?
We got to take some shots. I mean, that's the only way we're going to get down the field, and they're giving us opportunities. They're lining up 8, 9 in the box, so you're going to get man-to-man on the outside. You got to be able to get some separations. You got to be able to run some routes and get away from the defenders and then give the quarterback a good window to throw it in, but the ball has to be delivered good by the quarterback as well.
Roydo Williams back in the ball game to the left. Abuiungalale in the gun. Benson motions left to right. DJ will throw. Stepping up. Grab. Sacked. Back to the 15-yard line. Ripped down and sacked by Vic Alabuide. Excuse me. Alabuide, the UMass and North Texas transfer.
Yeah, that's a situation right there. The quarterback he has to go through his reads a little bit quicker. It looks like he's getting on his third hitch and is ready to pull the ball down. Right now, you got a bunch of men on the line of scrimmage. You should be trying to get into a pass play.
2nd and 18 from the 17. Quick throw out to the right. Caught. Benson. Good blocking. Tackle from behind, out of bounds near side by the 24-yard line by Martin. And good blocking by Ja'Kai Douglas right there.
Yeah, good job right there. Able to pick up some yardage. But again, that right now is just like we're throwing the ball to the outside, so we're just it's like a long handoff. But we really need to attack if we want to get down the field.
Gain of 7. 3rd and 11. Noles 0-3 on 3rd downs. Williams to the left of Abuiungalale in the gun. Trips to the left side. Portier tight to the line to the right. 10-0 Memphis as we approach 9 minutes left, second quarter. Tigers showing pressure. Rolling right. DJ looking on the run. Throws. Caught. Douglas. Far sideline out of bounds at the 41. Move those chains for FSU. A champion auto first down. That's our Allstate good hands play of the game. With insurance from Allstate, you'll be game day ready every day. Visit allstate.com to learn more. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Probably the best ball I've seen DJ thrown right there. On movement to the left, throwing the ball back to across his body. Good job.
1st and 10 for the 41. Pump fake on the quick screen. Has all day. Has time. Nobody's open. And Benson on a quick slant. He's unable to hang on. Incomplete. Knocked away by Davion Ross last second. Man, had that set up, it looked like, but good coverage by the Tigers.
Yeah, and that's why you didn't see any real pressure on the quarterback right there. Everybody was back in coverage. And that way you had to pull the ball down. So good decision pulling the ball down, trying not forcing the ball and forcing the turnover.
2nd and 10 from the 41. 8:37 left until halftime. 10-0 Memphis. It is a warm, humid day here in Tallahassee. Partly cloudy skies. The sun has popped through after some rain showers this morning. Here is the give. Toafili bouncing to the outside. Stutter step is going to be grabbed for maybe a loss.
Toafili on the carry.
And that time it just looked like LT was trying to make his way through. Javion Dennis and others, A.J. Watson on the play.
Well, you had the tackle in the guard pulling from backside, and neither one of them got any movement. Toafili didn't have a hole to turn up in right there. Memphis got across the line of scrimmage. So usually when you come in and you got those two guys coming across on that counter run, it's usually a big play because you get the blocks. But that time, Memphis held us in check.
3rd and 10 from the 41. Trips left. And Hakeem Williams wide to the right side. Williams to the right of Uiagalelei in the gun. 3rd and 10. Uiagalelei going to throw. Twist up front. Stepping up. Eludes a rush. Throws on the run. Pass. Bobble drop. Darion Williamson. It was short of the sticks. If he turns it up and maybe breaks a tackle, he might get the first down, but could not hang on.
That's what he was thinking about right there. Again, and that's why I always say you have to watch that ball in before you make a move. And that time he was trying to make a move before he actually secured the football, took his eyes off it, but just that millisecond, lost track of it and dropped the football.
Mastromanno will boot it again, 3rd time today. Drake back at his own 15. 7:47 left until halftime. 10-0 Memphis. A Florida State offense that is having a tough time getting going. Mastromanno, high end-over-end kick. Drake at the 13. Drilled by Edwin Joseph. Oh, baby. That's not the first time we've seen big number 33 fly up and lay the wood. Goodness, Mr. Joseph, that man has a family to worry about.
I like that right there, man. Good job.
What a hit. Holy smokes. A punt of 48 and a loss of a yard because Edwin Joseph said hello to Kobe Drake.
Join the biggest kids.
And we have a timeout on the field with 7:39 remaining here until halftime. Memphis has the ball and they lead 10-0. We're back after this timeout.
At ViStar Credit Union, you inspire us to go the extra mile to meet your financial needs. That's why we offer Florida State fans more banking options like better rates and no hidden fees. Our team is also dedicated to making the communities we serve stronger, volunteering our time and talents while donating millions to local nonprofits. ViStar Credit Union, proud partner of Florida State Athletics. Visit ViStarCU.org. Go Noles!
Florida Blue presents game-changing health solutions. Did you know you can relieve stress by doing yoga at a Florida Blue center?
And exhale.
Treating yourself to Florida Blue discounts. Seeing a chiropractor covered by Florida Blue. Having your own Florida Blue health consultant.
Welcome.
Or cheering on your team right now. Discover more game-changing health solutions at FloridaBlue.com. Florida Blue is a trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
The Kickoff to Savings event is here at AgPro. Through September 30th, we're offering 0 down and 0% for 84 months on John Deere compact tractors. Get a 1025R tractor with loader for just $279.99 per month. Or a 3025E tractor with loader for only $349.99 per month. Visit your local AgPro store today. Offer ends September 30th. Limited time offer. Some exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
You're listening to Florida State football.
After review, there's a personal foul for targeting. Kicking team, number 33. 15-yard penalty. Number 33 is disqualified.
Well, as we went to break, our officiating crew got buzzed down for a Sunstop second look. And sadly, that hit by Edwin Joseph was a little too much of a hit, apparently. And he has been ejected from the game. So Joseph is no longer available after what has been determined targeting on Kobe Drake. Sunstop second look, food, fuel, and more. Find everything you need under the sun at Sunstop, a proud sponsor of Florida State athletics. I mean, it was a bang-bang hit, so obviously he got up high. Taking a look at the replay here. Yeah, helmet to helmet.
Yep.
So. And that'll give him 15 yards as well, which is on the field a tough pill to swallow also. 1st and 10 for the 27. Handing it over the middle, deflected and caught by Doyle. Breaks a tackle. 40, another tackle out near the 44. Brendan Doyle's second catch of the day. Gain of 17. And Doyle nearly dropped it, somehow got it back and kept it going.
Yep, and then they had split 2 defenders right there, but got to get there quicker. It shouldn't have a chance to catch that ball on the second catch, on the second try right there. The ball bounced enough that somebody should have got there. So you just got to have a little bit tighter defense on that.
1st and 10 from the 43-yard line, approaching 7 minutes left. Second quarter, down 10-0. Here is the give. Anderson running left, just grabbed and a bear hug by big Daryl Jackson as he came his way. Short gainer there of about 2 yards.
Jackson Jr. on the stop of the nose.
Good job right there by Jackson, too, getting pushed, being disruptive. And that's what I'm saying about this defensive line. They have to make sure they're playing in the backfield of Memphis.
He swallowed him up, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Just put his arms around him and extinguished him. Grady Kelly, the Colorado State transfer in the game. Out of Navarre, he's at defensive tackle. Pat Payton, Marvin Jones Jr. on the edges. 2nd and 8 for the 45. 10-0 Memphis. 6:20 and counting until halftime. Hennigan will throw. Pressure coming. Hennigan out in the flat. Caught. Anderson. Cryer chasing. Cryer rips him down. Just shy of the line gain near midfield.
Anderson, run out of bounds by Cryer.
Well, that's his man right there, the running back out of the backfield. He was able to get over there and stop him before he could get that first down. Now, it's testament to this defense. If they can get off the field, get the ball back to the offense.
3rd down. 3rd and 3. Under 6 minutes left until halftime. 10-0 Memphis. They've outgained the Noles 120-52 total offense. 3rd and 3. Line to gains the Florida State 47. Anderson to the right, of Hennigan in the gun. Drake now a slow motion left to right. Lines up wing to the right side. Taylor wide left. The give. Anderson. Stutter step. I don't think he got there, bar none.
He didn't.
He is short of the line to gain. That was gobbled up. Pat Payton was in there. Nicholson was in there. 4th down decision coming from Ryan Silverfield. They're going to go for it.
Yeah, I don't think it's tough. I mean, our offense hadn't really been doing a whole lot. You got the ball right here on the 50-yard line, really on the 49, so you're on your side of the field. So you have a lot of confidence right now. And I'm going to tell you, if they have that gap right there inside the defensive end on the Marvin Jones side, last play, that's what they had. Okay, right now it looks like we got more on the line of scrimmage.
The big back Brandon Thomas is in. They'll pass it down the field. It's caught by Landfear. Bobbled and caught at the 33. The tight end Landfear, who checked in late. They slipped him down the seam and faked the handoff to the big back, and they threw it. 1st down.
Yep. That play right
there. Did he
there.
drop it?
It looked like that ball hit the ground.
I think he dropped it. Looking at the replay.
The ruling on the field of a catch is under review.
I don't think he caught it. He had it on his right shoulder, and the ball was moving, and it hit the ground.
Yep. Right there. Ball is on the ground.
Should be a turnover on downs. A Sunstop second look is happening as we speak right now. Al Riveron in the ACC Operations Replay Command Center in Charlotte. They're taking a look at it, and it's a Sunstop second look. We'll take a timeout. We'll let you know what we find out on the other side. Big 4th down replay coming right now. 10-0 Memphis, 4:41 left until halftime. We're back after this timeout.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Listen closely. Hear those bubbles? That mouth-watering waterfall? Delicious. Ice cold. And zero sugar. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Hi, this is Coach Mike Norvell. Tackle game day with the irresistible taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. Go Noles.
Behind the scenes of Seminole Athletics, there is a community of supporters who pledge their personal resources to provide all teams with the greatest opportunity for success. That community is Seminole Boosters. Seminole Boosters is the largest source of funding for Florida State athletics and serves as the difference maker for our athletic program. You can join the team behind the team for only $5 per month. Learn more or join today at SeminoleBoosters.com. That's SeminoleBoosters.com.
Tailgate like a Nole this season with the official craft beer of Florida State Athletics, Oyster City Brewing Company. Try a variety of their beers, including the Mill Pond Blonde Ale, Appalach IPA, and the new and exclusive, officially licensed FSU beer, Legacy Lager. Try the entire Oyster City collection at their local tap room on Gaines Street, just minutes from Doak Campbell Stadium, or at retailers across the state. Drink responsibly.
We've spent a lot of time in our homes.
I'm on a Zoom call.
Dinner's ready.
But we've learned that when we love our home, it loves us right back. Now you can keep that love going when you install energy-efficient natural gas appliances and earn up to $1,925 in cash rebates. You'll love endless hot water, faster drying and cooking times, and ongoing savings and comfort. To learn more and how to qualify, visit peoplesgas.com/rebates.
This is Florida State football.
Well, I got some great news.
It looks like that ball is going to be a Seminole football right there. That thing was overturned, so it's Seminole football going the other way, baby.
Yes.
Now we need to get in the end zone.
Gotta love that sun stop second look right there. Food, fuel, and more. Find everything you need under the sun at Sunstop, a proud sponsor of Florida State Athletics. All right. So we got it back. The drop by Lanphier gives the Noles great field position, down 10-0, 4:41 left until halftime. First and 10 at our own 49. Here's the handoff. This is Roydell Williams, rather Keziah Holmes across midfield, out near the 47 with Toafili out in front. Gain him about 4 yards for the Titusville native.
Good push right there by the running back. Not a whole lot of push by the offensive line, but getting those legs behind him and churning got us an extra few yards.
Have not seen Darius Washington today. Robert Scott at left tackle, Jalen Early at right tackle. 2nd and 6 at the Memphis 47-yard line. Holmes in the pistol, Louis Ungulale in the gun. Receiver left, receiver right. And faking the handoff, DJ, look out, he's gonna run. Across the 45, taking hits and keeping on going. DJ showing some physicality before he comes down, knocked down near the 42-yard line, third short coming. He's like a pinball out there.
Yeah, design running play, man, but the kid is 6'5", weighing 250. I mean, so he's not easy to bring down.
Bryce Edmondson made the tackle, 3rd and 1 from the 42-yard line. Trips left, Portier wide to the right side. DJ might be changing the play. Keziah Holmes to the left, and Ungulale in the gun. Morlock slot to the left side.
Get outside.
3rd and 1 from the 42, down 10-0. Ungulale going to throw, look out, setting up a screen, out the flat, bobbled and dropped by Holmes as he stumbled down right in front of his head coach, Mike Norvell. Could not hang on, could not keep his footing. 4th and 1, I think we're going to go for it here. Why not?
I mean, at this point, you got to try to find something, a way to get some points right here. You got 1 yard. I mean,
we used 3 feet, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we used to love situations like this, and coach would give us an opportunity to go for it for 4th and short, but he had a lot of confidence we'd get it done, too.
4th and 1 from the 42-yard line.
Be ready to change this play if they have more than 6 in the box. Right now, it looks like they're going with their 3-3-5.
Yeah.
Timeout. Florida State.
Mike Norvell's going to think about it.
30 seconds.
2 timeouts remain. That's the voice of Justin Elliott, our official ACC crew today. 3:21 left until halftime. Memphis leads 10-0. And the Noles able, defensively, what grade would you give Adam Fuller's defense today? It's been pretty good for the most part, right?
Oh, yeah, right now. I mean, I think they're working with at least a BB plus right now. They're the only reason that we're really still in this contest. They've been doing a good job. You look at that scoreboard with 10 points, it's not indicative of what's really been going on. Memphis has had some opportunities, but defense has really been holding them out. You need right now to score, get on the board before going to halftime. Memphis gets the ball back coming back out of halftime.
We'll get to Tom Block here in a moment for the Mango Minute. 4th and 1 from the 42 out of the timeout. What will Mike Norvell draw up here? Snap back. DJ's going to run it, has the first down, leaps over a defender falling forward near the 37. Why not use that big body to our advantage? Move those chains for FSU, a champion auto first down Let's head down to the sidelines with Tom Block and a Mango Minute. TB.
Well, when you run the quarterback, it changes the math a little bit. It wasn't necessarily graceful, but it's effective. We'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. DJ Uiagalelei with a quarterback keep on 4th down to move the chains. 2:50 and counting, down 10-0. As Bobby Bowden Field brightens up, the sunshine splashing here in Tallahassee. Play action. DJ hit as he throws, near sideline, incomplete. Looking for Hakeem Williams. Minor in on coverage, and it was Martin flying through and got in his face. And this feels like DJ, when he's trying to go through his progression right now, he doesn't have a whole lot of time to do so.
Exactly, and that's exactly what's going on right now. The offensive line isn't giving them a whole lot of time to go through the progressions, and really this is a type of offense where you have to go through at least 3 of your progressions to make sure you're going to have a successful play. Other than that, when it gets to 4, you need to pull that ball down and get to the 4th hitch.
2nd and 10 from the 36. 2 tight ends to the left side. 2 receivers left as well. Uiagalelei fakes the handoff, going to get hit again as he throws, and incomplete. Man, flying through was Greg Rubin making the play.
The ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. It's 3rd down.
Memphis recovered it late and picked it up, and the whistles blew. Looked like a pretty clear-cut incompletion, but again, no time.
No time at all, and it's not really like they're sending a blitz. I mean, these are like individual on individual. It's like player on player right now, and offensive line have to do a little bit better job of keeping those guys stalemated at the line of scrimmage. Give the quarterback an opportunity to go through his progression.
Well, this isn't Fitzy's range right here. If we're unable to convert here on 3rd and 10. Uiagalelei rolling left, has time, fires far sideline, out of bounds, incomplete, looking for Portier. Good coverage again by Minor on that far sideline. And here comes Fitzy, who kicked 2 50-plus yard field goals in the first half in Dublin. It's the first time that's happened in the same half since Derek Schmidt, 1985. We saw Derek Schmidt, Hall of Fame banquet last night. Looking good.
Yep.
54 yards on the attempt.
This one is from 54 for Fitzy, right middle. Arnold the snap, Mastromanno to hold. To get the Noles on the board. Fitzgerald from 54. Good snap, spot, kick, end over end to the upright. It is good! Fitzy is money from 50 plus.
Yeah, Fitzy is going to be making some money if he keeps hitting like that, man. Great boot.
54 yards, 3 field goals of 50 plus in his first 3 games. Ryan Fitzgerald, he was 1 of 5 in his career coming into this season. He's made 3 in the first 3 games.
Gotta like that right there. And I mean, that just, again, you got to attribute it to that young man that he's been doing some work on the offseason, really trying to improve his game, and it's starting to pay off. You see it paying off.
Man. Scott and Wallace, successful drive summary. 8 plays, 15 yards, 2:15 off the clock. Scott and Wallace, the official law firm of Florida State Athletics. Scott and Wallace with offices in Tallahassee. Man, impressive.
Yes.
Let's give that our high-efficiency play of the game, presented by People's Gas. Visit peoplesgas.com for information on energy conservation and rebates. You nail one from 50 plus, that's as high of efficiency as you get. Yes.
Yes, it is.
Fitzy. Colquitt County, stand up. Here is Fitzgerald's boot. High, end over end. Far sideline, far pylon. Dewosier calls for a fair catch. It'll be a touchback.
Be really nice now for the defense to get out of here 3 and out and get the ball back to the offense and try to get another score before halftime.
No question. You got the 2-minute warning as well to stop the clock, so that acts as a 3rd timeout. And another thing as a coach to keep in mind. So Mike Norvell can use that timeout and have the 2-minute warning that acts as a 3rd.
Yep.
And so I wouldn't be shocked if they run the ball here, if he uses his first 2 timeouts to try and get it back by that 2-minute warning.
Yeah, especially if the defense can hold him right here to a gain of 1 or 2 yards or no yards.
Play clock's at 2-1. It's at 0. And a timeout called by Ryan Silverfield. He's asking what happened to Justin Elliott.
Timeout. Memphis, they're first. 30 seconds.
So you saw Seth Hennigan making the motion to reset the play clock, and they wouldn't do it for him. And they had to burn a timeout coming out of a kickoff. That doesn't happen very often.
No, it doesn't.
Very bizarre. And today's game day sponsor of Florida State and Memphis is Florida Farm Bureau Insurance, a proud partner of Florida State Athletics. Stay tuned. Halftime show's coming up. Talk with the head coach, Mike Norvell. Tom Block will talk with him. And we're going to have him going in to the locker room. Out of the timeout. 1st and 10 from the 25. Drake in motion, left to right. Clap of the hands. Hennigan will throw. Peyton coming. Drilled as he throws it. Nearly picked off by Cypress. Sione Lolohea nearly cut Hennigan in half from the backside. And Cypress nearly had his first pick in the Garnet goal.
Wow, man. That was a good sequence right there.
Looking for Kobe Drake, the motion man. And again, clock stops. 2:21 left.
So it should definitely have an opportunity to get this ball back where you see Memphis trying to get down the field, throwing the football. You would think they would try to run the clock off and try to not give us any opportunity to have time to score, but good job right there by the D.
2nd and 10 from the 25. 10-3 Memphis. 2:21 left until halftime. Anderson to the left of Hennigan in the gun. He will throw. Again, Peyton coming. Hennigan rolls away, throws down the field on the run, nearly picked off by Knowles at the 45. Knocked away. Great job by Kevin Knowles. And the Florida State secondary is getting after it. It was intended for Drake again.
Well, that was one of the strongest segments that we were talking about right there, is that group of the defensive backs and the accolades they came into the season with. Right now, we need to get ready. There we go.
3rd and 10 from the 25. 2 receivers right. Taylor wide left. Anderson to the right. Hennigan in the gun. He looks to the sidelines. They hold those big signs out with logos on it. Changing the play. Hennigan can't get the play in. He's having a hard time hearing. Anderson to the left of Hennigan in the gun. Play clock's at 0. They get the snap. Hennigan just throws it up. Far sideline. Incomplete.
Where's the man? Where's the receiver?
Miscommunication. Is that going to be intentional grounding? Is there a receiver in the area? Yes, I think they're going to say there was. Yep. But 2:08 left, 3 and out, 2 timeouts remain. We're going to get the ball back.
Yeah, and you practice this in practice. It's called your 2-minute offense right here. So you should have a bunch of plays already in your script that you were comfortable with running in 2 minutes, and you know you got to get down the field pretty quick.
Let's go down the sidelines. Tom Block with a Mango Minute. TB.
I'm sure that Coach Ryan Silverfield is already on the holiday card list from the Norvells, but he spent about, 12 seconds off the clock there, kicked all the timeouts.
Amen.
Send the card early this year.
Slow, and it's a short kick. High, end over end. McCoy bumped into by his own man, and the ball is knocked away. It's free. Oh, I think Memphis got it. They did.
Serious?
Goodness gracious. He got bumped into by his own player, his own man blocking one of the gunners as he was going to catch the football. Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Talking about continuously just giving your opponent opportunities.
The ruling on the field is the receiver was contacted by a member of the receiving team. The ball was then touched by the receiving team and recovered by the kicking team. It's first down, Memphis. That is a 2-minute timeout.
It was Quindarius Jones who is blocking the gunner and just was not aware of where McCoy was at on the field, and they bumped into each other, and McCoy lost the football. So the defense will have to answer again. Our 3rd turnover of the day. Memphis has it 1st and 10 at the Florida State 28 when we come back into this timeout.
Okay, so they say love is patient, love is kind, blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you, love is meeting the internet of your dreams. So it may sound crazy, but with MetroNet's ridiculously fast fiber network, you'll learn to love your internet. They deliver the best possible experience, period. You can binge watch till your heart's content, game, and work from home all at the same time without buffering or lag. Shouldn't you love your internet? Sign up online at metronet.com.
All this football action making you hungry? Wawa has you covered. Wawa Catering makes it easy to get hoagies, snacks, drinks, and more. Order ahead at wawacatering.com. Choose pickup or delivery. It'll be ready in time for game day. Or block hunger right now with the Wawa app. Order your favorites on the app and get them however you want. Pickup, curbside, or delivery. Download the Wawa app today. Wawa is a proud partner of the Florida State Seminoles.
Introducing the official vodka of Florida State Athletics, SV Vodka. Crafted for a smooth taste, SV Vodka is 100% vegan, perfect for those who value purity in every sip. Experience the unique blend of tradition and innovation with SV Vodka. Meticulously crafted to meet the highest standards of quality and taste makes SV Vodka perfect for both casual drinkers and cocktail connoisseurs. SV Vodka, the official vodka of Florida State Athletics.
Hey, Seminole fans, can't make it to the game? No worries. Head to the ultimate FSU watch party at American Social Bar and Kitchen. Get ready for an epic vibe, mouth-watering food, and unbeatable drink specials. Every game is on the big screens all season long. Whether you're in Boca Raton, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Tampa, or Orlando, it's the best place to cheer on the Noles outside of Doak Campbell Stadium. American Social, the only spot for official FSU watch parties. See you there. Check us out at AmericanSocialBar.com.
This is Florida State football.
Just wrapped up our 2-minute warning, and man, tough break. Turnover on special teams. And Memphis has it set up 1st and 10 at the Florida State 23-yard line with 1:59 remaining. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. Let's head down to the sidelines to get the thoughts of our very own Tom Blogg with the Mango Minute. TB, what's shaking?
Just unfortunate when it rains, it pours. It seems like Florida State can't get a couple things to go right in a row. But as that punt was coming down, I was impressed with the aggressiveness of LaWayne McCoy. Knew as a punt returner, he was definitive in calling the fair catch. I'm not saying I heard him, but he waved his arm. He moved up 10 yards, and I was thinking, well, that's a good aggressive play. He didn't let it bounce. But it's also his job and others to yell, Peter, Peter, Peter on that. I don't know if that was said or not, and at the end of the day, Quindarius Jones didn't get out of the way, and now it's Memphis ball.
Yeah, good point. So Memphis will have it. Correct myself. 1st and 10 at the 28. 28-yard line, leading 10-3 after the turnover. Thomas to the left of Hennigan in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Oh, a quick fake of the throw, and then out in the flat to Drake. He tries to jump up and jump over a defender. A lot of jumping going on that play. It was like a basketball game out there with an edge defender jumping. Yeah, Peyton got up in the air after Hennigan pumped him and then threw it out the flat to Drake for a gain of 9.
Yeah, I think that was actually Cypress that was coming in on the cornerback.
On a blitz there, quick throw out in the flat again.
Nope.
And I don't know if they got it on the 1st down. Far sideline. Drake again made the catch and didn't get it. Here's 3rd and short coming up. Knowles were all over that one.
Pass completed, Drake.
Sorry, Thomas out there.
Defense has been handling their business. I mean, you just got to make sure we match it offensively coming back out of halftime. Be good right here if we can hold them to just 3. Don't allow them to get in the end zone. They do get the ball coming back out of halftime, though.
1:05 and counting. 10-3 Memphis. Second quarter. 3rd and 1 from the FSU 19. 3rd and 1. Hennigan will fake the handoff. Rolling left. Throws it out in the flat. Pass is caught. And it's close. It's caught by Doyle. Very close to the line to gain. Depends on the spot. Are they saying 1st down?
The ruling on the field is the ball carrier was short of the line to gain. Timeout, Florida State.
Great tackle by Fentrell Cypress.
Yes.
Wasn't it?
30 seconds.
Great tackle.
Yep, that was a good tackle right there. I mean, way to come up and make that tackle. Big cornerback out there and needed that one. Now you got 4th and inches.
So it is. Yeah, it's going to be 4th and 1.
Yeah, 4th and the
How about that? They get 9 on 1st down and throw 2 passes to the side on both sides of the field, far near, and can't get 3 feet. Decision-making time for Ryan Silverfield here, up 10-3, 4th and 1, 50 seconds left until halftime.
He's going for
They're going for it. Got to be heads up of a hard count here as well.
And what they've been successful on is running the dive. When we leave that gap in there on the left side of the defensive line, right now it looks like we man-to-man head up right there. You got a running back in the backfield, so you need to make sure you know where he is. They like to run to the flats.
2 tight ends left. Thomas to the left of Hennigan in the gun. 4th and 1 from the 19-yard line. Clap of the hands, the give, the big back Thomas. He's got it. First down. Chopping the legs forward to the 16.
Brandon Thomas on the carry. First down, Memphis.
So they get that one.
I think most the teams that run the ball well against us have been running that dive play right there on that left side of the defense. And it's a gap. It's a natural gap with the way they line up in there. And if the linebacker doesn't get there and fill it fast enough, you're going to always have that play where they get 1 or 2 yards.
1st and 10 from the 16. Handoff Thomas up the middle again to the 10. Late flag throw before Nicholson. And company bring him down. Hussey in there as well, but do we have a holding penalty?
Yep, that's usually where it is. In that area, that flag is. It's usually a holding.
That would be a 10-second runoff if Memphis doesn't take the timeout here, if it is a hold, because the clock was running. Justin Elliott, our referee.
Holding. Offense. Number 71. 10-yard penalty. First down.
And we're looking to the side. I think they're going to call a timeout.
Timeout. Memphis. They're second. 30 seconds.
So a timeout called by the Tigers. They have 1 remaining. 26 seconds left until halftime. 10-3 Tigers lead. And that's going to back you up 10 yards.
And there, what do we got? We got 26 seconds left on the clock. So, yeah, they got another 2 plays. You got to expect that they're going to try to attack. Then last time where they were successful at was going right down the seams with the tight ends when they got down in the red zone. So just got to make sure we're covering the seams and the flats.
Florida State today officially with 2 sacks and 5 TFLs. Memphis has 7 TFLs today already in this first half. 26 seconds left as Barnett was breaking it down. 1st and 20 from the 26. Memphis leads 10-3. Both teams have 1 timeout remaining. Tigers moving right to left as we watch it towards that north end zone here at Doak Campbell Stadium. Blankensee motions left to right. Trip to the right side. Lanphier tight end left. Hennigan will throw. Delayed blitz coming. Has time. Fires it far side over the head of Rock Taylor. Far sideline at the 20. Incomplete. So 2nd and 20. 20 seconds remain. 10-3 Memphis.
Yeah, it looks like they wanted to go down the seams like I was talking about, but they had good coverage out there, so he just had to wing it to the sideline and over to the receiver.
20 seconds left. 2nd and 20 from the 26-yard line. Defense again has been put in some tough spots due to turnovers. Backed up.
Got to apply the pressure right here.
Yep.
Got to force this quarterback to get the ball out of his hand quick.
Trips right, Rock Taylor wide left. Anderson to the right, Hennigan in the gun. Low snap, going to throw. Snapping up, fires over the middle, sliding catch by Blankensee at the 13. And the final timeout called by Ryan Silverfield with 14 seconds remaining.
Pass complete to Blankensee.
So
Timeout. Memphis, their 3rd and final. Please reset the game clock to 15 seconds. 15 seconds on the game clock, please. Thank you.
A timeout there. Gain of 13 to Blankensee. Hennigan, 15 of 24 for 147 and a touchdown.
Yeah, we ran that line stunt with Peyton and Farmer. Just wasn't able to get there and just left so much time that the quarterback was able to get back over the middle and find the receiver to catch that ball. But I figured that's where they're going to be trying to attack us at right there, is up the seams. Right here they got 3rd down and about 15 seconds. So they're definitely going to try to get this ball in the end zone. I don't anticipate them just trying to run the ball and run the clock. It looks like they're trying to get in and score.
Tom Block for a Mango Minute, TB.
Just what Bar Nunn said. I know it's 3rd and 7, but you can't even mix in a draw when you don't have a timeout to stop the clock. You got to throw.
3rd and 7 from the 13. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Hennigan going to throw. Hennigan looking out the flat. Wide open is Lanphier to the 5. Lowers his shoulder, and he's out of bounds at the 1. What happened there? Wide open.
The flats is really, that's just right there. You see Earl Little Jr. and you see Azarie Thomas. So, yeah, that's just right there. That is a broken assignment, a missed assignment right there.
Wide open.
To be that wide open And you know, the two places that you have to make sure and where they've been attacking us at is out in the flats, which that play was, and up in the seams.
So 8 seconds left. No timeouts for Memphis here. Interesting play call. First and goal from the 1. Trips right. Taylor wide left. Anderson to the left of Hennigan in the gun. 8 seconds left going in. Hennigan going to throw. Looking right. Hennigan out in the flat. Deflected. Nearly picked off at the goal line. Hussey nearly got it. As Blankensee couldn't hang on to it. There's 4 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Yeah, I think he's going to go ahead and kick this one right here. He's not going to waste any time.
Interesting. And you go back and you think about coming out of the kickoff, they had to burn a timeout to avoid a delay of game.
Yep.
With 2:22 left.
Yep.
This is a chip shot closer than an extra point for Caden Costa, 19-yarder. He has one already today, 4 of 5 on the year from the left hash. Good snap, spot, kick, splits him. It is good. And our first half is in the books. 30 minutes in.
Florida State 3.
And for the second straight game, Florida State will head to the locker room with a deficit and also trailing by double digits. Mike Norvell has his entire team rallied on the 25-yard line, giving them a message. We're going to hear from the head coach with Tom Block going into the locker room, presented by ReliaQuest, coming up momentarily. Aria Masudi at halftime as well. We'll run through some highlights, stats, scores. A very animated Mike Norvell on the sidelines. And he has wrapped up that conversation with his team. They head to the locker room. And Mike Norvell making his way over to that north end zone, heading down to Tom Block. Tom, take it away.
Mike, 3 turnovers and lots of short fields, but your defense, how big was that stand and they're playing this first half?
I mean, they're doing a great job of responding. Obviously, got to get something going offensively. Too many mistakes. I mean, turnovers, drop passes. Obviously, we had some negatives. When it comes to our protection. So, we've got to get something going there offensively, and our defense continues to respond, and we got to have them show up big in the second half.
Still anybody's game. What was your message to your team just now as you talked?
We got to shake off. I mean, offensively, we got to shake off the first half. We got to go out there and we got to play and trust the ways that we train. Obviously, they're trying to pressure us quite a bit. We got to handle their pressure package and go out there and make the plays when we get the opportunities.
All right, best of luck, Coach. Thanks to Mike Norvell, Jeff.
Yeah, absolutely. Tom Block with Mike Norvell, brought to you by ReliaQuest, a global leader in cybersecurity and a proud partner of Florida State Athletics. ReliaQuest technology helps security teams for the most trusted enterprise brands in the world increase visibility, reduce complexity, and manage cyber risk. Powered by decades of experience and streamlined by AI and automation, ReliaQuest exists to make security possible. Learn more at ReliaQuest.com. Marching Chiefs marching out to entertain the masses here at Doak Campbell Stadium. Halftime score, Memphis leads 13-3. Back after this timeout.
It's not about how you start the job. It's whether or not you finish that counts. The Ford F-150 truck can help. With the freedom to choose between available gas, Power Boost Hybrid, or all-electric powertrains, you'll have the power, capability, and efficiency you need to get the job done right. No wonder Ford F-Series is America's best-selling truck 47 straight years. Get to your local Ford store today. Proud partner of Florida State Athletics.
Football season is here and the fall months are approaching, but it is still warm. That means pests like ants, roaches, and mosquitoes are out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Aero Exterminators to keep your home, business, and tailgates pest-free. Atlanta-based Aero is trusted to keep Doak Campbell Stadium a pest-free zone and is a proud partner of the Florida State Seminoles. So rest assured that with Aero Pest and Termite Control, you're getting the best from the best. Schedule a free pest inspection today. Call 888-GO-AERO or visit aeroexterminators.com.
Want to make sure he gets to the game on time?
Tommy, your uniform is ready. Let's go.
Install a natural gas dryer, and you're guaranteed faster drying times and softer laundry. And now you can earn a valuable cash rebate up to $200 on an energy-efficient natural gas dryer. Show your home love with natural gas, and it loves you right back. To learn more and how to qualify, Visit peoplesgas.com/rebates.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Listen closely. Hear those bubbles? That mouth-watering waterfall? Delicious. Ice cold. And zero sugar. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Hi, this is Coach Mike Norvell. Tackle game day with the irresistible taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. Go Noles.
It's halftime, and this is the Seminole Halftime Show.
Marching Chiefs doing their thing. They are the best. Got scolded by our official, Justin Elliott, earlier.
Right. I love what they did, too. They went right to doing the war chant.
Right into it, bringing the noise, bringing the heat. Noles looking to bring a little more heat in the second half. They trailed 25th ranked Memphis at halftime, 13-3. Jeff Culhane, William Barnum, Floyd. First half thoughts. Barnum, what do you think?
I think defense played great. I mean, for this game to only be 13-3, the defense handled business because Memphis had some opportunities. They got out there. We couldn't get anything going offensively, and that's what we have to do coming back out. Defense has to come back out, do what they've been doing in the first half. Offensively, we have to make some adjustments, but I think we have to get more into attack mode. A lot of passes out to the sideline, really none downfield, so we have to start attacking downfield. Memphis probably ain't even expecting it right now, so it might work out.
3 turnovers have been tough, and not only turnovers, Memphis has gotten great field position. The 2 field goals we basically gave them, and they scored a touchdown on another one in the middle of the field. They had to earn that one, though, but 10 points off a turnover, so you hate to see it.
Yeah, and that's what I said. You don't want to give up anything for free. Nothing for free, and you're giving up 3 points. You're giving up free yardage with the penalties. Just some things that we definitely have to correct offensively. We got to go into attack mode offensively. We just got to get that done. But then defense, do what you've been doing. Make sure you don't allow Memphis to get anything else on the board, and we can't hurt ourselves. We gave them those 3 points right there because we fumbled the ball on the punt.
Yeah.
So we can't give up anything free.
13-3, Memphis at the half. Ari Masudi coming up next. Score, stats, highlights from around college football. We're back after this local timeout. You're listening to Seminole Football from Legends.
Florida Blue presents game-changing health solutions. Did you know you can relieve stress by doing yoga at a Florida Blue center? And exhale. Treating yourself to Florida Blue discounts. Seeing a chiropractor covered by Florida Blue. Having your own Florida Blue health consultant.
Welcome.
Or cheering on your team right now. Discover more game-changing health solutions at FloridaBlue.com. Florida Blue is a trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
The Kickoff to Savings event is here at AgPro. Through September 30th, we're offering 0 down and 0% for 84 months on John Deere compact tractors. Get a 1025R tractor with loader for just $279.99 per month. Or a 3025E tractor with loader for only $349.99 per month. Visit your local AgPro store today. Offer ends September 30th. Limited time offer. Some exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
It's not about how you start the job. It's whether or not you finish that counts. The Ford F-150 truck can help. With the freedom to choose between available gas, Power Boost Hybrid, or all-electric powertrains, you'll have the power, capability, and efficiency you need to get the job done right. No wonder Ford F-Series is America's best-selling truck 47 straight years. Get to your local Ford store today. Proud partner of Florida State Athletics.
This is Robert Scott, partner at Scott & Wallace, the official injury law firm of the Florida State Seminoles. Located in the heart of Tallahassee, founded with a commitment to community and a will to win. Join us at Doak Campbell Stadium all season long with the best fans in college football. Let's get it, Noles. Scott & Wallace, real trial attorneys, real results. Offices, Tallahassee.
Let's take a look at the first half. Here is Aria Masudi.
Back here at Doak Campbell Stadium, I am Ari Masudi. Memphis 13, Florida State 3. the Noles offensively struggling in that first half. We do have some highlights for you. The defense, though, has come to play. Got to give those guys a lot of credit, have been put into some tough situations, and for the most part, they have done well to limit the damage from the Memphis offense. We had been asking for the D-line to make an impact. A bunch of stars there, by some touted as the best D-line in the country when you ask national experts. And I thought in the first half, these Noles really came to play up front. Here's a sack from Josh Farmer early in the game, a big one from Josh.
The snap, pressure coming, he goes down, sacked, back at the 19-yard line. Guess who? Josh Farmer came to play today, boys.
Josh Farmer, big sack there. He would have 2 sacks in that first half. One was actually then taken off as a tackle for loss. And so Farmer credited with 1 official sack there for FSU. The Noles weren't done with this, trying to bounce back from the stunning loss. And to NIU, they play at Purdue in West Lafayette. Not an easy place to play. We'll see how Marcus Freeman has his guys ready. Kicking off here in a little over an hour and a half, the Gators against the Aggies. We'll see what the Aggies have. The latest reports were that Connor Wegman was a game-time decision for Mike Elko. And so that would be a big boost for UF, who has their own quarterback controversy right now with Graham Mertz and DJ Lagway. How about the battle for the Apple Cup? Washington State, Washington. That one will be a fun one in Seattle. And then the backyard brawl, West Virginia at Pitt from Acrisure Stadium, 3:30 for that one here later today. Final one that caught my eye, 5th-ranked Ole Miss at Wake Forest. That has been a place of upsets for the Deacons. We'll see if Lane Kiffin's Rebels are ready to go from a Legacy Federal Credit Union Stadium in Winston-Salem. That's going to do it for me here at halftime. I'm Mario Masudi. Once again, Memphis 13, Florida State 3. We'll see if Jeff Barnum and Tom can will us to victory there in the second half. You're listening to Seminole Football from Lebanon.
Hey, Seminole fans, show your team spirit with the Knoll Pass toll sticker. It works on toll roads throughout Florida, Georgia, and North Carolina. Plus, you can score volume toll savings. Knoll Pass is the winning way to pay tolls without having to stop and use coins or cash. Find out why Knoll Pass is your best play to save on tolls and time at GetKnollPass.com. That's GetKnollPass.com. Knoll Pass. It's how Knolls do tolls. A product of ePass, owned and operated by the Central Florida Expressway Authority.
Behind the scenes of Seminole Athletics, there is a community of supporters who pledge their personal resources to provide all teams with the greatest opportunity for success. That community is Seminole Boosters. Seminole Boosters is the largest source of funding for Florida State athletics and serves as the difference maker for our athletic program. You can join the team behind the team for only $5 per month. Learn more or join today at SeminoleBoosters.com. That's SeminoleBoosters.com.
When you show your home love with a natural gas water heater, it loves you right back with more cost-efficient, endless hot water.
Hon, hurry it up, please.
And right now, you'll love earning a cash rebate up to $700 when you install an energy-efficient natural gas water heater.
We're going to be late. Again.
What? Did you say something, hon?
To learn more and how to qualify, visit peoplesgas.com/rebates.
Florida Blue presents game-changing health solutions. Did you know you can relieve stress by doing yoga at a Florida Blue center? And exhale. Treating yourself to Florida Blue discounts. Seeing a chiropractor covered by Florida Blue. Having your own Florida Blue health consultant.
Welcome.
Or cheering on your team right now. Discover more game-changing health solutions at FloridaBlue.com. Florida Blue is a trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
Today's Florida State football game is brought to you by Allstate. You're in good hands with Allstate. By Coca-Cola. Tackle game day with a great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. By Oyster City Brewing Company, the official craft beer of Florida State Athletics. By Tico People's Gas, delivering natural gas that helps you save energy and earn cash back. Learn more at peoplesgas.com. And by Florida Blue. Stop by their Tallahassee Florida Blue Center, located on Appalachian Parkway, or visit them online at floridablue.com. Let's return to the stadium with Tom Block, William Barnum Floyd, and Jeff Culhane.
And we're set to begin our second half. Final 30 minutes of football here at Bobby Bowden Field inside of Doak Campbell Stadium. Memphis leading Florida State 13-3. And let's see what kind of energy and mojo the Noles have coming out of the locker field here. Out of the locker room, out of the field here, getting ready for this second half of play.
Yeah, defense gets back off, and defense has really been holding this team into it. They come back out here first, need to get off the field immediately. Don't give this Memphis team any confidence.
Ryan Fitzgerald's boot, end-over-end kick, and flies into the end zone. That's over the head of DeWosier, and that is a touchback right there. So outstanding kick again. Fitzgerald, a 54-yarder in the second quarter. And, man, he's been a huge bright spot for this team. All right, defense, as this group has been on the field for nearly 18 minutes. Got to keep them fresh. Got to try and get them off the field here.
They've been really successful running those line stunts up front, running those twists with Farmer and Peyton out there.
First and 10, Tigers from the 25-yard line. Here's a handoff to Mario Anderson, cutting back up the middle. And Marvin Jones Jr. grabs him, brings him down after a gain of 3. Bardon Memphis has had amazing field position off of turnovers. And essentially, this is their worst field position, a touchback for the second time today on the Fitzgerald kickoffs.
Yeah, and the defense has been holding, too. Hopefully they can get off the field here. The good job by Jones coming straight down the line of scrimmage that time, making sure the running back couldn't cut outside of him.
Second down and 6. Near the 29-yard line. Split backs, Hennigan in the gun. Receiver left, receiver right, handoff, rushing left side. Anderson spins and is cut down by Conrad Hussey flying up. After a short gain of 2, Hussey flying off the roof, the sophomore making a nice play.
Yeah, good job that time coming up right there. If he doesn't make that tackle, probably a big play for the Memphis offense.
3rd and 5 from the 30-yard line. Conrad Hussey's second tackle of the game. 3rd and 5 from the 30, ball middle of the field. 4 of 10 on third downs today. Memphis, the Tigers coming in at 53% on third downs. Trips to the right side, tight cluster, tight to the line. Taylor wide left. Hennigan looking to throw. Hennigan has some time. Hennigan over the middle. Oh, it's caught by Lanphier. 40, 45, gets away from Knoll, still on his feet, into Florida State territory. Brought down at the 40-yard line. Man, wow, big gainer there. And Knowles was where he needed to be, but just could not get to the right spot.
Yeah, that time he tried to take a side, and the quarterback places that ball perfectly. He sees the defender outside, so he places it on the inside shoulder where only his receiver can get to it. He's able to turn and spin inside, pick up extra yardage.
And it looks like their leading receiver, Rock Taylor, is banged up. And he was near the pile and got kind of banged into, rolled up on. He's their best player at wide receiver. So keep an eye on that. That's a key player for this offense and key target for Seth Hennigan. That was a gain of 31 yards for Lanphier, a career-long reception right there. Hennigan, 17-27 for 190 and a touchdown. Going to throw it out. It's behind the line. They can throw it. It's a pass back to the quarterback. Hennigan is grabbed by Peyton, and it's incomplete. He thought he got interfered with by Peyton as he was beyond the line of scrimmage, and no flag thrown.
That brings up second down.
Jacoby Banks was the receiver who got it thrown to that threw the pass, and that did not work for the Tigers.
Not at all right there, and trying to come with a little trickery right here, trying to throw us off balance. Good job of staying home right there. Peyton right there grabs the quarterback. He's trying to get out on the pass right there.
Not fooled.
Good awareness.
2nd and 10 for the 39. 13:02 left third quarter. 13-3 Memphis. Empty backfield. 5 receivers in the set. Hennigan will throw. Blitz coming. Hennigan over the middle. Crossing route. Caught. 35, 30. Look at the moves. 25-yard line. And big time catch that time by DeWosier. Speed across the middle and a first down.
Yeah, the crossing routes, and they're just having a lot of confidence in big plays right now. Hitting the seam routes, hitting right there across the ball. Or right there in front of the ball, I guess, the line of scrimmage. And just finding holes in this defense and sitting down there, and the quarterback is able to connect with the receiver.
Gain of 14. Tigers on the move. 6th play of the drive. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line, leading 13-3. Hennigan, clap of the hands. And will give to Wossier, running right side off tackle. Spins off a tackle, down near the line to gain. Gain of 9 for Daryl Jackson, able to tackle him from behind. Too much on that play.
Way too much on first down right there. And got the whole playbook you could run on this next play. But
Second and 1, yeah.
But the key is just to get across the line of scrimmage and be disruptive. They were able to do that. They know they should be off the field right now, so you can tell it's starting to wear on them a little bit. A couple of players with their hands on their hips, but just do the best you can, fellas. Get off this field.
11:40 and counting, third quarter, 13-3. Memphis back in that red zone where they are perfect this season. They've scored every time. Hennigan, hand off. That's Anderson up the gut. Not a whole lot doing, but it is a first down. Only needed 1. He got to the 12-yard line. It's Thomas on the carry. Correct myself. The short yardage back. Anderson back in.
Going quick right here.
Yep. Going quickly. 2 receivers left. Taylor back in the game. Wide to the right side. Anderson to the right. Hennigan to the gun. He might change the play. Looking to the sidelines. The tight end Doyle wing to the left. Keep an eye on the tight ends here in the score zone area. They've utilized the tight ends well this afternoon. Hennigan, zone read. He's going to keep it rolling right. He's going to run. Doesn't run often. Hennigan falling forward down near the 5-yard line. Cypress came up and made the hit, and you don't see that often. Hennigan is not a dual threat guy, but he ran it on that play.
Yeah, I mean, it was wide open green right there. He saw it. Defense did a good job right there. Turner misses the tackle in the backfield, but quarterback had the awareness to look up and saw that green grass out there and went for it.
10:25 and counting. 2nd and 3 from the 5-yard line going in. 9th play of the drive. Trips to the left side. Tight end to the right. Wossier the back in the backfield. Banks motions. Wing to the right side. Now motions back to the left. Hennigan rolling to that side. Under pressure. Throws it. It's caught by Wossier. Oh, he got flags in the backfield as yardage is lost. Hennigan gets ripped down by Hussey, and I think we're going to have a flag on the Noles here. Was it egregious?
I didn't even see it. I was looking up the field.
Yeah, it was behind the play. And you heard Mike Norvell say, we have shot ourselves in the foot too much. Penalties, turnovers, flags.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense, number 12. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
Wow, just a lack of discipline right now.
And here's why that one is significant, because we get a TFL, it would have been 3rd down.
Right.
It would have been 3rd down.
Yep.
And now they get 1st and goal from the 2.5. It's just stunning to watch what we're watching. Tigers shift, 1st and goal from the 3. Got a full house backfield with a couple of blocking backs, and the give to the big back Thomas. Runs into a wall, tries to bounce to the outside, loses yardage. There's Josh Farmer making a big play. That's his 3rd TFL of the day. You can't ask for much more for big number 5.
You can't at all, and that's a good job. If he doesn't make that tackle, it's a walk-in for the running back.
9:35 and counting, 3rd quarter. And Memphis taking some time off of this 3rd quarter clock on the first drive of this 2nd half. The 11th play of the drive. They lead 13-3, looking to add more to it. 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. Anderson to the right, Hennigan in the gun. Drake motions wing to the right side. Taylor wide left. Zone read, give. Anderson, nothing doing. Maybe a yard. Cut down by Pat Payton flying in off the edge. Here comes 3rd and goal. Yeah, you wonder here, is it 4-down territory trying to put away the Guardian goal, or will Ryan Silverfield take 3?
I don't know. Last time he went for it, so I think he's trying to make a statement and have his team make a statement here in Tallahassee. But, well, again, the flats is where they've been attacking in these situations, the flat and that dive play. And they got a fullback in there now as the lead blocker, so you can watch him too on the flat, in the flats.
Watch out for the tight end Lanphier. 2 tight ends, left and right, I formation. Here is the play action, rolling right into the end zone, thrown, Hennigan, touchdown. Payton was trying to get there from his defensive end spot. Lanphier makes the catch, his 4th of the day. And he has his second touchdown of the season, and what a huge drive out of the locker room by Memphis.
Yep. Aided by us with 2 penalties, or, that long third down play that we let them get, and then that penalty right there in the red zone. So just not playing disciplined football right now, and the defense was really holding us in this thing, and that time they couldn't get it done for us.
Injured offensive lineman, or it's Thomas rather, the running back who's banged up. He's walking off under his own power now. Let's go down to the sidelines. Tom Block with a Mango Minute. TB.
Well, you called it, so I know you know it, Jeff. When you look up at that third quarter clock, this felt a lot like the Georgia Tech game. I mean, that took half the third quarter, this drive right here.
It did.
Yes,
it did. 11 plays, 75 yards, 6:33 off the clock. Right there.
It's tough to win contests when that happens.
Yep. Extra point for Costa. Cox the snap, Sloan to hold, extra point, Caden Costa, the Ole Miss transfer, it's up, and it is good. Statement made out of the locker room by the Tigers. 25th ranked Tigers have come in here, and they lead Florida State 20-3 with 8:27 left third quarter. Timeout of the field. We will take it as well. We're back after these messages.
All this football action making you hungry? Wawa has you covered. Wawa Catering makes it easy to get hoagies, snacks, drinks, and more. Order ahead at wawacatering.com. Choose pickup or delivery. It'll be ready in time for game day. Or block hunger right now with the Wawa app. Order your favorites on the app and get them however you want. Pickup, curbside, or delivery. Download the Wawa app today. Wawa is a proud partner of the Florida State Seminoles.
Okay, so they say love is patient, love is kind, blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you, love is meeting the internet of your dreams. So it may sound crazy, but with MetroNet's ridiculously fast fiber network, you'll learn to love your internet. They deliver the best possible experience, period. You can binge watch till your heart's content, game, and work from home all at the same time without buffering or lag. Shouldn't you love your internet? Sign up online at metronet.com.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm the valet at the game, and I'm as tight on cash as this lot is on space. So I'm gonna park your way too big truck in this way too small spot. And if you don't have the right auto insurance, this might leave you crunched for cash. So get Allstate, save money, and get protected from mayhem like me. Who's next?
Savings vary based on coverage selected. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
It's not about how you start the job. It's whether or not you finish that counts. The Ford F-150 truck can help. With the freedom to choose between available gas, Power Boost Hybrid, or all-electric powertrains, you'll have the power, capability, and efficiency you need to get the job done right. No wonder Ford F-Series is America's best-selling truck 47 straight years. Get to your local Ford store today. Proud partner of Florida State Athletics.
This is Florida State football.
And Florida Blue, a proud partner of Florida State Athletics. Stop by their Tallahassee Florida Blue Center located on Appalachian Parkway or visit them online at floridablue.com. Before we continue on, let us pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Seminole Football from Legends. Jeff Colhane, William Barnum Floyd, Tom Block, Chris Culp, Andy Surratt, Aria Masudi, our entire Seminole Sports Network team, Kyle Cross and company in the studios. Today's game day sponsor of Florida State and Memphis, Florida Farm Bureau Insurance, a proud partner of Florida State Athletics. Well, that was a big-time drive out of the locker room by Memphis. 11 plays, 75 yards. It took 6:33 off the clock. And the Tigers got to be feeling good. They lead 20-3 here in Tallahassee. Here's the boot by Vandenberg. Deuce Spann backing up 8 yards deep in that north end zone for another touchback. Oh, man. What are the next steps forward here? This is I don't know if there's as much of a must-have drive of a season that you need this early, but this might be it, bar none.
I think you're right, man. I think you got to find a way to inject some life or some energy into this team, especially the offense. The side to side is not going to get. You know, we have to be in attacking and get in attack mode right now if we want to have a chance to try to do something to win this game.
Roydell Williams, the back in the backfield. He's in the pistol. Louis Ungalale in the gun. 1st and 10 for the 25. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers to the left side. Play action. Louis Ungalale going to throw. Winds up. Home run ball. Malik Benson open. Caught. 30, 25, 20, 15. Still on his feet. Dropped down at the 8-yard line. Bar none. Ask and you shall receive. A big play down the field for the Noles.
That's what I've been asking for. I mean, you have to get in attack mode. You have to be in a position where you get this team in a spark, and that right there fires you up, and that fires up your fan base. Now we have to finish it off.
That's a gain of 67, the longest play of the year for the Noles. Into the Guthrie's red zone. Grab a gut box today in a Guthrie's location. 1st and goal from the 8. Handoff. Williams, he got hit right as he grabbed it, but still spinning forward across the 5, down near the 4-yard line. Some life from this Florida State offense.
That's what you got to have right there, and I like what I'm seeing. You got to just stay in attack mode right now. Got to blow them. You see you getting pushed off the ball right now. That linebacker got back there a little bit quicker than he needed to, but the offensive line actually got some good push because Williams kept his legs turning. He was able to pick up some good yardage.
2nd and goal from the 4. Look at Brian Courtney's lined up as a fullback in the backfield in front of Roydell Williams. Louis Ungalale under center. 2 tight ends. You got 3 tight ends in this set. Weston Courtney as well with Hakeem Williams. Handoff, Williams running left, great blocking by Courtney. He's pushing, he's turning, he's diving, he's in! He's in! Roydell Williams! Shot those legs! Touchdown Florida State! Touchdown! FSU!
That's what I'm talking about right there, babe. We got to get in attack mode. Now you see the sense of urgency that I've been harping for, and I was happy that saying that's one of the keys to the game, that we have to have a sense of urgency. So that was a great answer for what Memphis did on that last drive to come back and answer with this score.
3 plays, 75 yards, 122 off the clock. Scott Wallace, successful drive summary. The official law firm of Florida State Athletics, Scott and Wallace with offices in Tallahassee. We're going for 2 here. Interesting. All right. Going for 2. So we set it up. We move the ball to the left hash at the 3. We're going for 2. They've got Portier one-on-one here to the near side. 2 receivers tight to the line to the left. Split back. Louis Ungalale in the gun. He's going to throw. Looking right, looking middle. He may run. Delayed run. DJ not going to get in. He takes a big hit up high. And will they take a look at that?
You got to take a look at that. That definitely looked like...
Took a big hit up around the head and neck area, and he was taken down at the 2-yard line. We'll see if they take a peek, but no flags were thrown on a big-time hit. But a big-time throw by DJ Uiagalelei to Malik Benson of 67 yards. That's the longest play of the season for this Florida State offense. Timeout on the field. 7:05 remains. Memphis leads Florida State 20-9. We will take a timeout. Back after these messages.
Florida Blue presents game-changing health solutions. Did you know you can relieve stress by doing yoga at a Florida Blue center and exhale, treating yourself to Florida Blue discounts, seeing a chiropractor covered by Florida Blue, having your own Florida Blue health consultant,
welcome,
or cheering on your team right now? Discover more game-changing health solutions at FloridaBlue.com. Florida Blue is a trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Seminole fans know that when their health is on the line, Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare is here with the most advanced medical care in the region. Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare is home to the region's only comprehensive stroke center, one of the top heart and vascular programs in the Southeast, the area's most powerful cancer center, and Tallahassee's only level 3 neonatal ICU. For 75 years, our expert team has offered the latest technology and treatment options to get you and your family back in the game. We are Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare, your hospital for life.
Introducing the official vodka of Florida State Athletics, SV Vodka. Crafted for a smooth taste, SV Vodka is 100% vegan, perfect for those who value purity in every sip. Experience the unique blend of tradition and innovation with SV Vodka. Meticulously crafted to meet the highest standards of quality and taste makes SV Vodka perfect for both casual drinkers and cocktail connoisseurs. SV Vodka, the official vodka of Florida State Athletics.
You're listening to Florida State Football.
A truist and Florida State Athletics are dedicated to honoring small businesses through the most valuable business program. Today's most valuable business is Grassroots Coffee. Grassroots Roasters has sourced and roasted the finest specialty coffees from around the world since 2009. Locally owned, locally roasted, and loved from coast to coast. Chief Operating Officer and co-owner of Grassroots Coffee, Mark Lowe, and his wife, former Marching Chief Majorette Beth Lowe, are both passionate Florida State alumni. Join us in supporting the businesses that support our Seminoles today at grassrootscoffee.com. Well, how about that? Where's that offense been for the last few games? Yes, 3 plays, 75 yards, 122 up the clock. Fitzy's boot. End over end to that south end zone over the head of DeWosier, and another touchback by Fitzy. Let's head to the sidelines. Get the thoughts of Tom Block with a Mango Minute. There we go, TB. There's an answer.
Yeah, some life back in the stadium, and hopefully with the defense, too. I mean, there's a lot of football left. I know we've been playing this entire season, especially today. It feels like it's all been uphill, but you still got a quarter and a half here. Let's get a stop. Curious decision on that call to go for 2. You said it during the break, Jeff. That just means we'll have to go for 2 next time.
Yeah.
More importantly, the fact that we finally saw a big play, hopefully that sparks the defense. They find a little more life here.
I like it. Jabril Rawls in the game in the slot. So seeing Jabril Rawls out there out of Pensacola Catholic. 1st and 10 from the 25. Anderson to the left. Handing it in the gun. Clap of the hands. Chest high snap. Going to throw. Pumping out in the flat. Caught. Anderson makes a man miss. 35-40. 45, hit from behind by Grady Kelly.
First down, Memphis.
And he made, I think that was Duke Cooper out there getting his first action. He made him miss. Duke Cooper back at Florida State after taking a year off, essentially going to Colorado.
Yeah, that's one play that we have to have right there. But the running back's been hurting us in the flats all day.
Yep. And coming in, running back, 6 catches, 81 yards, 2 touchdowns combined in the first 2 games. Happening again today, unfortunately. 1st and 10 from the 45 on the flat. It's caught. 45, 50, and down near the 47-yard line. DeMarco Ward, redshirt freshman, flying up. Blankumsey made the catch, gain of about 8.
Again, just getting the ball out there to the sideline with the running back, and we're going to have to do a better job with the linebackers tracking that down, so that they don't have that big chunk every time. Now, that was the 7 yards on 1st down.
2nd and 3, 47-yard line of Florida State. Ball in the right hash, just above the iconic Seminole head logo at midfield. Mario Anderson Jr., the back of the backfield, trips to the left side. Handoff Anderson, running left, breaks a tackle. Ward there again, DeMarco Ward, and then Hussey comes up, and it's a rugby scrum near the sticks, and it's going to be a 1st down.
Anderson on the carry.
Got to find a way to halt this drive of Memphis right here. Definitely don't need to let them get back on the board right now.
Memphis, their streak of 20 or more points will extend. Now 30 games in a row. That's the longest streak in college football. They lead 20-9 as we approach 5 minutes left in our 3rd quarter.
Not in the big rush right here. You can just see them taking time right here, just milking the clock.
Yep. 1st and 10 from the FSU 43. Hennigan, play action, stepping up. He may run. He's going to be sacked by Daniel Lyons. Great coverage down the field. Daniel Lyons, his first career sack, making a play, moving backwards.
I like it, and that's one of the things, too, I was talking about. Force this team to have to throw the football, something that we haven't really forced them to do. Stand in the pocket and try to get the ball downfield. They've been able to get the ball out in the flats to the running backs and they're able to hurt us down the seams, but you get pressure like that on the quarterback, he has to pull the ball down.
Loss of 3, 2nd and 13 from the 46. DeWosier, the back in the backfield. Drake in motion, left to right. Watch out for the tight end, Anthony Landfear. And again, rolling right, stepping up, throws over the middle, incomplete. Looking for Taylor, it was a low throw, but Azaria Thomas was all over Rock Taylor, incomplete. Here's 3rd and long.
That's the coverage that you need right there, and if you can get to linemen back there, those can be coverage sacks, but great job of the secondary with the coverage right now.
Clock stops, 4:06 left, 3rd quarter, 20-9 Memphis. Florida State fighting, scratching, clawing, trying to find win number 1 here in 2024. 2 receivers right. Jair Shorter, 7th year senior, wide left. Landfear, wing to the right side. Hennigan going to throw, pressure coming off the edge, stepping up over the middle. Style, what a catch, diving catch over the middle, caught at the 28-yard line by Blankensee. First down.
Man, could not get home. We brought the blitzer on that, but still could not get home. And you have that much time right there. It's just tough to keep that coverage the entire time.
Run a safety blitz with Duke Cooper. Duke could get there.
Got to make sure you get home when you leave that. You're going to be in man-to-man most times when you're blitzing, so you got to make sure you get home when you take that chance.
Picked up well by DeWosier. Big 3rd down conversion on 3rd and long. 1st and 10 from the 29, and movement. We're going to have a flag on the visitors. Taking a look. This has me worried that they might be talking about disconcerting signals.
Right.
Something that officials are watching very closely.
Full start. Offense.
Okay.
Number 61.
There we go.
5-yard penalty. First down.
Left tackle Chris Adams. Old Dominion transfer. His first season here at Memphis. 3 new starters along the offensive line for this Memphis offense. Clock, 3:25 and counting. 3rd quarter, 20-9 Memphis. 1st and 15 at the Florida State 34-yard line. Split backs in the backfield. 2 backs to the right of Hennigan. Fakes a handoff out in the flat. Caught out there and tracked down. Far sideline, out of bounds. Great job by Devontae Brown. Coming up and hit Jacoby Banks. Not a whole lot there. Not a whole lot doing. Might have lost some more yardage.
Yeah, great job that time by the defender getting out there and making sure the Memphis player couldn't turn up field and get any extra yards right there. Like you said, JC, he probably lost a step.
Yeah, lost 2. Yeah, lost 2 yards at TFL for Devontae Brown. 2nd and 17 at the 36-yard line. 2:43 and counting, 3rd quarter. 20-9 Memphis. 2 receivers left. Banks wide to the right side. DeWosier to the right. Hennigan in the gun. Banks in motion right to left. Trips to the left side. Hennigan, knee-high snap. Over the middle. Another crossing route. Tight end Landfear lowers the shoulder and cut down near the 25-yard line by Cryer and Cooper. Gain of 11. Man, the tight ends are beating us up, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And they're just right in the middle of the field. I mean, it's basically right up the seams. They're finding a way to get up there and be wide open. And then out in the flats with the running backs.
5 catches for 66 yards and a score for Landfear today. He had 49 yards combined in the first 2 games. Having a day, career day. Big 3rd down. 3rd and 6, under 2 minutes left, 3rd quarter. Limited possessions in this 3rd quarter of play. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Hennigan going to throw. 3rd and 6. Rolling. Lions chasing. Flag thrown. Pass. Picked off. Was it picked off by Cryer? Then he lost it. Last second. Cryer looked like he took it away. Yes. Picked off. Justin Juice Cryer bringing the juice.
That's what you need. We keep talking about sparks. Who are going to be the guys that step up and make plays, and just a great job of defending right there, rolling over and getting that ball. He had possession of it. He didn't let it go until he got up, so that would be a catch, but now you see the refs huddle up over there They're probably going to look at this again.
He ripped it away from Kobe Drake. Here's Justin Elliott.
Holding. Offense, number 61. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is an interception. First down, Florida State.
Justin Cryer with his first career interception. The first interception of the season thrown by Seth Hennigan. And the first turnover of the season by Memphis in this game. As they were driving the spark you need to shift the momentum. And a timeout on the field. 1:42 remains third quarter. Florida State has the ball after the Cryer interception, trailing 20-9. We'll take a break, a local timeout. You're listening to Seminole Football from Legends.
This is Robert Scott, partner at Scott & Wallace, the official injury law firm of the Florida State Seminoles. Located in the heart of Tallahassee, founded with a commitment to community and a will to win. Join us at Doak Campbell Stadium all season long with the best fans in college football. Let's get it, Noles. Scott & Wallace. Real trial attorneys, real results. Offices, Tallahassee.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
For 75 years, the National Football Foundation and College Hall of Fame, through programs and initiatives like the College Football Hall of Fame, Campbell Trophy, and National Scholar Athlete Awards, has strengthened communities, promoted education, preserved opportunities, and protected the game. To learn more and become a member, visit footballfoundation.org. That's footballfoundation.org.
A 43-yard field goal with a ticket to the championship on the line. Here's the snap. The kick is...
At this moment, who you voted for doesn't matter. What kind of car you drive, how much money you make, what kind of music you listen to, or how many followers you have doesn't matter. At this moment, the only thing that does is football. Visit footballmatters.com.
Justin Cryer with an interception of Seth Hennigan, ripping it away from Kobe Drake. Just a player making a play. And how about a KPMG stat to watch there? Performance Insights powered by KPMG. First turnover of the year as well for this Florida State defense.
Well, I mean, that was well needed.
Man.
At that particular time, Memphis looks like they're getting ready to go in and try to put some more points on the board and find a way to make it happen, get the ball back to your offense. But it doesn't matter if we don't get down here and score points. So we got to make sure we capitalize on it.
1:42 left third quarter, 20-9. Memphis on top. Two tight ends, Jackson West, Brian Courtney, Cam Davis in the pistol, Louis Ungulale in the gun. You got Malik Benson and Hakeem Williams, slot right and wide right. First and 10 at our own 22. DJ peers out over the Memphis defense. Blue helmets, white tops, blue pants. And a give, handoff Cam Davis, lowers the shoulder. Solid yardage on first down. A gain of near 6 for the freshman Cam Davis.
That's what you want to see right there on first down. Good push by the offensive line, and then Cam puts his hand down, his head down, turns those legs, wraps up the ball with two arms to make sure and ensure that he keeps the ball, he doesn't fumble it. Two hands in the thicket.
Greg Rubin made the play. Gain of 7, they'll say. 2nd and 3 from the 29 as we approach 1 minute remaining here in the third quarter. Down 20-9. Unbalanced to the right side. Two tight ends to the right. Two receivers to the right. Now Davis shifts left to right. Louis Ungulale in the gun. Play clock at 5. Chest high snap. Sweeping left. That play was blown up from the start. My goodness. Loss on the play.
You could tell that was going to be we knew that was going to be a run up here.
Kobe Minor was the first man through. He made Cam change his track, and then everybody else it felt like was there.
Yeah, it looked like it's just a miscommunication, too, on the offensive line between the center and the guard and who was supposed to have who.
Yeah. Final 30 seconds of our third quarter, 20-9 Memphis. 3rd and 6 for the Noles at our own 26-yard line. Florida State today, just 1 of 7 on third downs. Tofili to the right of DJ in the gun. Uiagalelei takes the snap, rolling right, rolling, throws. Oh, somehow caught by Benson in traffic at the 36-yard line. How did DJ fit that one in that window?
I'm going to tell you what, man, he looks better on the run throwing the ball. When he rolled to the left that one time, had a dime, and that right there rolling to the right, a dime shot, but a good job by the receiver to go up and try to get that ball.
End of the third
Another
quarter.
champion auto, first down on third down. DJ Uiagalelei find his favorite target today, Malik Benson, for Benson's 4th catch of the afternoon. And that's the end of our third quarter. Hold up the 4 fingers wherever you're at, Seminole fans. We need you. Florida State looking to come from behind, trailing by double digits, heading in the final 15 minutes of play. Don't go anywhere. Memphis leading Florida State 20-9. We're back after this timeout.
At ViStar Credit Union, you inspire us to go the extra mile to meet your financial needs. That's why we offer Florida State fans more banking options like better rates and no hidden fees. Our team is also dedicated to making the communities we serve stronger, volunteering our time and talents while donating millions to local nonprofits. ViStar Credit Union, proud partner of Florida State Athletics. Visit ViStarCU.org. Go Noles!
We've spent a lot of time in our homes.
I'm on a Zoom call.
Dinner's ready.
But we've learned that when we love our home, it loves us right back. Now you can keep that love going when you install energy-efficient natural gas appliances and earn up to $1,925 in cash rebates. You'll love endless hot water, faster drying and cooking times, and ongoing savings and comfort. To learn more and how to qualify, visit peoplesgas.com/rebates.
Behind the scenes of Seminole Athletics, there is a community of supporters who pledge their personal resources to provide all teams with the greatest opportunity for success. That community is Seminole Boosters. Seminole Boosters is the largest source of funding for Florida State athletics and serves as the difference maker for our athletic program. You can join the team behind the team for only $5 per month. Learn more or join today at SeminoleBoosters.com. That's SeminoleBoosters.com.
Introducing the official vodka of Florida State Athletics, SV Vodka. Crafted for a smooth taste, SV Vodka is 100% vegan, perfect for those who value purity in every sip. Experience the unique blend of tradition and innovation with SV Vodka. Meticulously crafted to meet the highest standards of quality and taste makes SV Vodka perfect for both casual drinkers and cocktail connoisseurs. SV Vodka, the official vodka of Florida State Athletics.
This is Florida State football.
Back here at Doak Campbell Stadium, Memphis 20, Florida State 9. 15 minutes of football left to be played. Let's take a look around the rest of the country. I'm Mario Masuda here to tackle game day with the great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. Alabama 35, Wisconsin 10 after 3 quarters in Madison. South Carolina holding on to a 24-16 lead over 16th-ranked LSU in Columbia. 6:54 left to play in the third quarter. NC State 23-20 lead against Louisiana Tech in the fourth quarter, and Mizzou has jumped out to a 10-point lead now in the second half. 24-14 over Boston College. 10:31 left to be played in the third quarter. All right, Jeff, offense, signs of life there in the third quarter. Can we keep this thing going?
Got to get it going. Got to keep it rolling, Aria. Appreciate that.